have more than that. And just a little background, Pia, no? We really wanted to do two parts.
Right.
Part one, I was gonna
Ikaw
moderate.
yun, tapos part 2 dapat ako. Kaya lang, medyo nagkulang.
Nagkulang.
Kandidato.
Merong nag-cancel last minute, so we
Last
decided
minute.
to consolidate. So
Siguro
here we are.
Siguro, Pinky, yung iba, less talk, less mistake. Kaya lang, kapag yung less talk nila, napupunta doon, more time naman for the candidates who chose to be here today. So, umaasa nga tayo na baka may magpakita at the last minute, kaya lang, pa-take off na po ang eroplano at paalis na po ang barko.
Wala na.
So, we are committed still to help the Filipino voter get to know your senatorial candidates. We are here today, 16 days to go before the midterm elections on May 13.
Pia, let's go ahead and introduce our senatorial candidates in alphabetical order.
Former Magdalo Representative Gary Alejano. Marine Captain, rebel and detainee turned lawmaker. He is running under the Liberal Party, a member of the opposition's Ocho Diretso. Welcome, Congressman Gary Alejano.
Next, former Interior and Local Government Secretary Rafi Alunan. He also served as Tourism Secretary and is running under the Bagong Bayan political party. He's the last candidate to be included in President Rodrigo Duterte's PDP Laban Senate slate. Good to have you, Rafi Alunan.
Our next candidate, former Biliran 2nd District Representative Glenn Chong. He's joining us in a bit. He's running under the Katipunan ng Demokratikong Pilipino, but he will be with us in a while. But this is Congressman Nery Colmenares.
All right, nauna na. Joining us today, former Bayan Muna Representative, ulitin natin, Nery Colmenares. He's a human rights lawyer and an activist. Nery Colmenares, glad you can join us.
Parating na po si Congressman Glenn Chong. Sandali lang po ha, pero we will welcome first former Philippine National Police Chief General Ronald Bato de la Rosa. General Bato is running under the administration's PDP Laban and is endorsed by the Hugpong ng Pagbabago. He is President Duterte's first Philippine National Police Chief. General Bato, thank you for joining us today.
Next, we also have here Chel Diokno. A human rights lawyer and a member of the opposition's Ocho Diretso. Nice to have you, Attorney Chel Diokno.
Our next candidate, re-electionist Senator J.V. Ejercito. Senator Ejercito is seeking his second term and is running under the Nationalist People's Coalition. Thank you, Senator J.V. Ejercito, for participating in today's debate.
Ito na, Pia, the only rose among the thorns. In the opposition's Ocho Diretso Senate slate, let's welcome Samira Gutok. Marawi civic leader and a former assemblywoman. She also served as member of the Bangsamoro Transition Council. Welcome to the show, Samira Gutok.
Next in line, former Solicitor General Florin Pilo Hilbay. He's running under the Aksyon ng Demokratikong Party and is an Ocho Diretso member. Pilo Hilbay, thank you for joining us today.
Also with us, election lawyer and Ocho Diretso member, Attorney Romulo Macalintal. This is his first attempt to run for public office. Attorney Romy Mac, thank you for being here.
like they always say, last but not the least, former House Deputy Speaker Erin Tanyada. He's a lawyer running under the Liberal Party. He's also a member of the Ocho Derecho slate. Welcome, Erin Tanyada. And let's give all our candidates a warm round of applause. So candidates, please go ahead and take your seats. We hope you're comfortable while we read the rules of the debate. We will have general and specific questions. The time limit to answer those questions will be 1 minute. Pero kung pwede, wag nyo na lang sanggarin yung 1 minuto. Sometimes mas maganda pag maikli ang sagot.
And
Thanks.
the open debate and discussion will follow only after all the candidates have answered a question. That means candidates can react, pwedeng mag-comment, pwedeng mag-challenge another candidate's response. The time limit for that, for the rebuttal, is only 30 seconds.
We have timekeepers who will assist us today. Candidates, may I direct your attention to the monitor in front of you here, upstage. This will serve as your guide. In addition, when you have only 10 seconds left, you will hear this sound. And when your time is up, you will hear this other sound.
Tapos na. In some cases, we will ask 2 candidates to come forward to the podiums up here for a face-off.
And a final reminder, candidates, you are not allowed to ask another candidate a question. Iba po yan sa challenge na binanggit po namin kanina. Leave that to us, your moderators, and the members of our panel today.
And I'd like to introduce our panelists for today's debate, CNN Philippines correspondents Ina Andolong and Anjo Alimario, also political analyst Dindo Manhit. Our panelists will also monitor reactions and possibly more questions from social media.
So let's begin with our first question, which will serve as your opening statement for all our candidate guests today. Filipinos are looking for a senatorial candidate who will not be corrupt. And that's based on a survey conducted in December by the social weather stations on qualities that Filipinos are looking for in a senatorial candidate. Now, second on the list of qualities, someone who has concern for the poor. Third, good personal characteristics. And fourth, someone who can be trusted, mapagkakatiwalaan. Candidates, this is your first question that will serve as your opening statement. Do you demonstrate any or all of these qualities? 1 minute for each candidate. We will do this in alphabetical order. We'll begin with Gary Aljano.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Yes, I may say that I demonstrate those capabilities and traits. Bakit po? Ako po ay nag-maintain ng simpleng lifestyle sa aking buhay. Kahit na ako hindi na congressman kinabukasan, ay pareho pa rin ang aking buhay. At tinuro ko yan sa aking mga anak dahil nag-homeschool po kami, dahil importante ang pangalan po sa amin. And in fact, I filed a bill to exempt all public officials from bank secrecy law at open sa lifestyle check ang isang opisyal ng gobyerno dahil wala ho tayong tinatago. So yun po, makakaasa po kayo na hindi po magnanakaw si Gary Aljano, hindi po abusado si Gary Aljano. In fact, tumatayo po tayo at lumalaban sa mga abusado at magnanakaw sa gobyerno. So maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Congressman Aljano. Mr. Rafi Alunan, sir.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. I was in government before. I served you as your DILG Secretary and DOT Secretary. I came in poor, I left poor. I never stole a cent. In fact, I ran after the corrupt people in DOT and the DILG and have my record to prove it, including the Supreme Court. I served without counting the hours. I served because the Filipino people needed public servants. And that is exactly what I will bring back once I am elected to the Senate. I'll bring back my experience, I will bring back my capacity as a public servant, and I will continue to serve without any corruption, without any
Without any hesitation, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right, next up, Nery Colmenares.
Tatlong termino ako sa Kongreso, hindi ako nagpayaman dyan. Walang bahid ng korupsyon. Noong 2013 po, nag-file pa nga ako ng isang bill para ipagbawal ang pork barrel. Dapat ang pondo derecho sa tao, huwag nang sumabit pa sa bulsa ng mga politiko. Ang lahat ng senatorial candidates naman madaling mangako. Pero ang dapat po nating tingnan ang track record. Mapagkatiwalaan ba si Nery Colmenares? Ako po, taas noo ko pong sasabihin sa inyo, yung aking pinapangako at plataporma ngayon, pinaglaban ko na yan ng congressman pa ako. Pagpataas ng pensyon, pagpataas ng sahod, pinaglalaban ni Nery Colmenares, may eleksyon man o walang eleksyon, kasama ko ang sambayanang Pilipino anumang oras. Maraming salamat po.
Salamat po, Sir Nery. General Bato de la Rosa.
Sa aming lahat, nandito ngayon dito, wala na sigurong tatalo sa akin kung kahirapan. Ako lang ang anak ng tricycle driver dito. At ako'y lumaki na matino na tao. Never ako nagnakaw kahit na survival ang iniisip ko. Marami kong tsansa nung maliit pa ako na dapat nagnakaw na ako dahil pumapasok ako sa eskwelahan na walang laman ang tiyan dahil gutom. Ang tricycle driver na father ko, walang pambili ng bigas. Kinabukasan, walang masaing na bigas. Kaya papasok ko, walang laman ang tiyan. Hindi ako nagnakaw. Naglalakad ako papunta sa eskwelahan, 8 kilometers papunta, pabalik. Pwede akong sumakay ng jeep, tumalo na lang, ayaw magbayad. Pero hindi ko ginawa. Ginawa ko, naglalakad ako dahil ayaw kong ako'y gumawa ng krimen.
Salamat po, General Bato. Dean Chel Diokno.
Dahil ngayon po ay National Youth Day, babatiin ko muna ang ating mga kabataan. At lalong-lalo na ang aking mga children. Ayan po. Alam po ninyo, walang ipinamana sa akin ng aking mga ninuno na political baluarte o makinarya o malaking kayamanan. Pero ang pinamana nila sa akin, ang pagmamahal sa inang bayan, paggalang sa dignidad ng tao, at pagmamalasakit sa kapwa. At yan ang dadaling ko sa ating Senado. Panahon na ngayon na pag-usapan natin ang katarungan. At walang katarungan kung laganap ang korupsyon. Walang katarungan kung puro pangungurakot na lang ang ginagawa ng mga politiko. Kaya makakaasa kayo sa akin, pagtatanggol po natin yan. Thank you.
Salamat po, Dean Chel.
Next up, JV Ejercito.
Public office is a public trust. Ang pinakaunang konsiderasyon sa pagpili dapat ng isang maglilingkod ay ang integridad at kredibilidad. Dapat malinis, mapagkakatiwalaan. 18 taon na po akong naglilingkod sa ating pong gobyerno. Hanggang ngayon, wala pong issue ng korupsyon, walang skandalo, malinis at maayos ang aking track record. Sa bawat anak, ang tingin nila sa kanilang tatay ay superhero. Kung ako'y magretiro sa aking pong posisyon bilang public servant, gusto ko hanggat huli, ang tingin sa akin ng aking mga anak ay superhero. Hindi yan magbabago. 18 taon, ako'y pinagkatiwalaan. 18 taon, walang katiwalian. At higit sa lahat, 18 taon na maayos at malinis na nililbihan. Mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Maraming salamat kay Senator JV Ejercito. All right, up next, Samira Gutok.
Samira Gutok po, may pamilya, taga Marawi City, proud Mindanawan. Pinaglalaban namin ang pondo at alokasyon para sa sakuna, para sa mga lindol, mga biktima ng mga karahasan. Hindi po kwentong barbero ang aking dinaanan. Mismo gera where 500,000 people were displaced. At ito ay dapat iwasan sa kahit anong parte sa Pilipinas. Si Samira Gutok ay tried and tested. I was a rescue team volunteer almost all my life. Kasama ako sa NAMFREL, kasama ako sa Karancho, Kabalikat, at kung ano-anong organisasyon. 1 year under Aquino, 1 year under Duterte, and I resigned because of a rape joke, proudly. A grenade for you. I will catch a grenade for you, Philippine country. I am ready to catch a grenade for you.
Maraming salamat, Samira Guto.
Sir Pilo Hilbay.
Si Pilo Hilbay ba ay mapagkakatiwalaan at tapat? Kung pwede lang tanungin ng girlfriend ko na si Agot Isidro, pwede na sana. Ako po ay isang batang Tondo, graduate ng economics sa UST, graduate ng abogasya sa UP. Number 1 sa bar examination, pero hindi po tayo nagpayaman. Ang ginawa natin, nagsilbi sa taong bayan bilang isang public school teacher, bilang isang pangunahing abogado ng bayan. Ipinaglaban natin ang West Philippine Sea. Bilang isang ordinaryong mamamayan, alam natin ang gusto ng mamamayan. Ipaglaban, labanan ng droga ng walang patayan, respetuhin ang mga kababaihan, ipaglaban ang West Philippine Sea. Ang aking pagmamahal sa bayan ay hindi made for China.
Salamat po, Sir Pilo. So, confirmed po na nag-number 1 kayo sa bar. Okay. Okay na po. Oo. Attorney Romy Makalintal, kayo po.
Alam po ninyo, matagal na akong naging abogado ng mga elected officials. From president down to the last position ng matataas na mayor ng ating bansa. Ngunit kahit kailan, hindi ako humingi ng anumang project o transaksyon sa sino man sa aking mga kliyente upang ako ay kumita ng malalaking komisyon. Kahit kailan, hindi po ako humingi sa kanila ng anumang posisyon sa pamahalaan. Inalok akong maging chairman ng Philippine National Oil Commission, inalok ako maging chairman ng COMELEC ng ilang beses, inalok ako maging DOJ Secretary, subalit lahat pong ito ay aking tinanggihan sapagkat para sa akin, ang public service pwede mo nang magawa kahit ikaw ay private individual. Kaya ang isinisigaw ko po sa inyong lahat, save your last vote for me. If you save your last vote for me, you save your last vote for honesty and integrity. Romy Makalintal, number 41 sa balota.
Salamat po, Attorney Romy Mac. And last but not the least, Erin Tanyada.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Nung ako po ay nag-aaral, sabi po ng aking lolo at ng aking ama, Erin, kung gusto mong malaman kung may problema ang ating lipunan, kausapin mo yung mga manggagawa, magsasaka at mangingisda. Lumabas ka sa paralan. At yun po yung ginawa po ng inyong lingkod. Ako po ay lumabas, kinausap ko yung mga manggagawa, magsasaka at mangingisda. At nakita po natin may problema po ang ating lipunan. Kaya ako po ay sumama sa iba't ibang kilos protesta, nakibaka kasama po na mga magsasaka, mangingisda, kabataang estudyante at manggagawa. Alam ko po na marami pong problema ang ating bayan. Kahirapan po ang pinakamabigat na problema. At ito po yung pinaglaban po natin nung ako po ay congressman ng ika-4 na distrito na lalawigan ng Quezon. Ipagpapatuloy po natin yan. Si Erin Tanyada ba'y tapat? Yes, Tanyada para sa tao.
Salamat po, Erin Tanyada. And that was just the first segment of the debate.
Hihinga muna tayo ng konti. We'll be taking a short break. When we come back, we're going to ask our senatorial candidates their plan on how to keep the Filipinos safe. That's one of the themes in today's senatorial debate.
This is a CNN Philippines special presentation. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
RPN Jensen, size 93 sa inyong mga radyo.
In cooperation with Barangay Council of Barangay Fatima and Radyo Ronda 693 kHz RPN DXDX Radyo Ronda Jensen brings you 15 segundo, 3 buhay ang maisasalba mo. Sali na sa 15 segundo, 3 buhay ang maisasalba mo. A bloodletting activity of RPN DXDX Radyo Ronda 693 kHz in cooperation with Barangay Council of Barangay Fatima. Sali na para sa malusog na buhay habang tumutulong ka sa mga nangangailangan ngayong ika-29 ng Abril, araw ng Lunes 2019 sa Barangay Fatima Gymnasium. Kita-kita tayo para sa 15 segundo, 3 buhay ang maisasalba mo. Makilahok sa 15 segundo, 3 buhay ang maisasalba mo. Sali na! This is a corporate social responsibility program of RPN DXDX 693 kHz Radyo Ronda General Santos in partnership with Barangay Council of Barangay Fatima, headed by Punong Barangay Reynanti Cure. 15 minuto, 3 buhay ang may sasalba mo is brought to you by Barangay Council of Barangay Fatima, RPN DXDX 693 kHz Radyo Ronda Jensen, Virginia Food Incorporated.
Likas sa ating mga Pilipino ang mangarap at manalangin. Walang makapagpipigil dito, bayaran man tayo. Ganyan din sana tayo sa pagboto, pagkat kung tutuusin, ang bawat boto ay pangarap na bumuti ang buhay. Ang bawat boto ay dalangin na sana'y magkaroon tayo ng mga lider na tapat, may kakayahan at may kahihiyan. Di ba't sila ang tutularan ng ating mga anak? Paghandaan natin ang darating na eleksyon. Mag-volunteer sa PPCRV para sa malinis, maayos at mapayapang halalan. Ito'y serbisyo sa bayan, walang kabayaran. Sa PPCRV, ang bawat boto ay pangarap.
A public service message from PPCRV and this station.
Kami ang mga MASCOM students ng NDDU Jensen. Ugaling kayo po'y laging makinig sa RPN DXDX Radio Ronda Jensen.
In cooperation with Barangay Council of Barangay Fatima and Radyo Ronda 693 kHz RPN DXDX Radyo Ronda Jensen brings you 15 segundo, 3 buhay ang maisasalba mo. Sali na sa 15 segundo, 3 buhay ang maisasalba mo. A bloodletting activity of RPN DXDX.
Kami ang mga estudyante ng Holy Trinity College of General Santos City, Grade 11 STEM students. Kayo'y palaging makinig sa RPN DXDX Radio Ronda Jensen.
Now, the other ones joining us in just a bit, sharing one stage to discuss the issues and controversies facing the country today.
So we have 3 themes in today's debate. The first one, as I mentioned before we went on a break, is how to keep the Filipinos safe. The next question is specific to how our candidates can keep us safe amid a natural disaster. It's a topic that's fresh on our minds, of course. The past couple of days, we've been experiencing earthquakes in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. This question goes to Samira Gutok, Rafi Alunan, Florin Hilbay, and hopefully later on, Glenn Chong. The question is this: how can you best prepare our country for the big one? Samira Gutok, please go ahead.
Ang alokasyon sa disaster ay hindi galing sa national lang. Dapat automatically nasa baba na. Huwag maghintay ang mga biktima sa baba. Preparedness is a year-long process. Kailangan po matagal na, alam na natin na may sakuna na darating. Dapat po may mga emergency bags tayo. Dapat may mga maririnig tayong emergency sounds and rings within our village para tayo ay mismong preparado at hindi tayo watak-watak sa ating mga pamilya. Dapat local government units, barangay, kasamang stakeholders ay kasama sa isang systematic, prepared, and mismong responsive system of disaster preparedness down the ground level.
Thank you so much, Samira Gutok. All right, now let's go to Rafi Alunan.
Salamat po. Preparedness is key. It starts at the level of the family. then community, then company, then country. At every level, there should be a proper plan to be able to prepare yourself against the big one. And you need to have all of the resources necessary to be able to survive at least the first 3 days. Because in a big earthquake, they say that even up to 1 week, you may not be able to get the help that's needed. So preparedness is very, very important.
Thank you so much, Rafi Alunan.
Pilo Hilbay, the question also for you, how do we prepare, how to best prepare our country for the big one?
To prepare ourselves for the big one, we need 4 things: education, allocation, organization, and a culture of care. Lahat ng preparasyon dapat magsimula sa ating eskwelahan. Kung ang ating mga estudyante ay matututo, hindi ignorante pagdating ng sakuna, pwede silang magprepara. Pangalawa, kailangan maikasa natin ang pondo sa bawat level ng pamahalaan. From national government down to the local government, especially the barangay. Pangatlo, organization. We need to have a very good organization that can respond immediately to a natural disaster. Pang-apat, a culture of care. Kailangan magkaroon tayo ng kultura ng pagtingin sa bawat isa. Dahil kung ang bawat Pilipino magkakanya-kanya, kahit anong preparasyon, walang mangyayari sa atin. Salamat po.
Salamat po, Pilo Hilbay. It's been said before, no amount of post-incident operations will solve violations of the building code which lead to collapsed buildings. Let's talk about disaster preparedness now.
I just want to
in
let you
general
know,
this time. Yes.
because there are a few candidates raising their hands, hindi mo nakita. But may tanong ka pa kasi, di ba? Kasi baka iniisip nila, hindi mo sila napapansin.
Yes, because we're about to go to the face-off, but can we hold on that, hold on your thoughts for a moment, no? But we'll talk first about disaster preparedness in general this time. The Philippines is number 3 among 171 countries most vulnerable to disaster risk and natural hazards based on the World Risk Index. And we want to invite General Bato and Gary Alejano to come forward to the podiums for our very first face-off. So, Congressman Alejano, can you please come up here? General Bato doon po sa kabila. All right. We are a country that gets hit every year by earthquakes, typhoons, floods, landslides, and even volcanic eruptions. This is the question. How can the Philippines further reduce risk and improve response to natural hazards? Let's not forget typhoons and earthquakes are natural hazards and they only turn into disasters when we are not prepared for them. The question, how can the Philippines further reduce risk and improve response? Congressman Alejano, you first.
Well, unang-una, nag-agree po sa sinabi natin mga kasamahan na kailangan ng preparedness, organization, allocation. But we need to come up with a clear disaster resilience policy para may covering ng allocation and authority sa ating mga ahensya ng gobyerno. I am a principal author also of the disaster resilience in the House, and I hope the President would sign the proposed bill para maging batas na, para may dedicated na ahensya ng gobyerno, may alokasyon, hindi lang yung parang temporary like the DRMC. And we need to integrate that education sa ating mga kabataan dahil ang kailangan na maghanda ay yung pati yung mga maliliit na mga bata hanggang sa matatanda. So dito dapat ma-institutionalize natin ang yung scouting dahil yung mga bata dapat maghanda, and also ibalik natin yung mandatory ROTC because ito kasama yung man-made and natural calamities.
Thank you, Congressman Alejano. General Bato, you have 1 minute.
Para sa akin, hihiramin ko yung idea ni Francis Tolentino na ngayon ay absent dito. Sana andito siya para makasagot sana siya. Pero idea niya is ganito, dapat gagawa tayo ng Department of Disaster Management. Para kung mayroong mangyari at maraming mga kaswalty, walang ibang bibitayin ang taong bayan, kundi itong department na ito, dapat sila ang mananagot. Pangalawa, dapat bibigyan natin ang ating kapulisan ng power na mag-conduct ng forced evacuation doon sa mga affected areas na Kung alam natin kung saan yung mga landslide prone areas during may typhoon, alam mo, ang mga casualty palagi, yung mga matitigas ang ulo na ayaw umalis sa mga lugar yan. Kahit silang busy sa sinabihan ng polis, alis kayo dyan, ayaw umalis. Kaya sila natabunan ng lupa. Dapat ang polis may power na aristuhin pag ayaw umalis. Dapat ganun.
Thank you, General Bato. Pinky, kanina sabi mo may mga magre-react sa likod.
Okay.
Pagbigyan na muna
Okay.
natin. Rafi Alunan, sir.
Dadagdag ko lang yung mga sinabi ni Gary Alejandro at ni Bato de la Rosa. I was in Porac a few days ago. Nakita ko yung supermarket na nag-pancake. Nakita namin yung mga beams. Napakaliit ng beams at saka yung mga bars na ginamit were undersized. So, yung building code hindi sinunod. So, we need to look at the building code and make sure that all the structural engineers check all the structures built before 2011 or 28 to see whether they are resilient against earthquakes. Importante yon.
All right.
Salamat po. Rafi
Another
Alunan.
response from si Senator J.D. Ejercito. He's next.
The Philippines is in the Pacific Ring of Fire, and as such, we are prone to earthquakes, to volcanic eruption, and super typhoons. Normal na po ito. Sabi na lahat dapat preparedness. Tama po yun. I already filed the bill on creating the Department of Disaster Management. Dapat taon-taon, continuous ang education. Taon-taon, continuous ang training. Taon-taon, dapat continuous ang pagbili ng equipment and yung preparedness, yung education, lahat dapat taon-taon. Ginagawa yan taon-taon.
Parang piya lahat sila, sinasabi kailangan may isang department. All right. Do we still have time for another comment?
I think we can give 30 seconds each. Less than 30 seconds each muna kay
Okay.
Romy Mac and
Attorney
Erin.
Romy Macalental.
30 seconds, sir, ha?
Alam niyo, noong mangyari yung earthquake, kawawa naman yung ilang mga empleyado ng call centers. Hindi sila pinalabas. Iyan ay isang pagpapatibay na talagang hindi tayo handa sa ganitong uri na mga disaster sa ating bansa. Kaya dapat mapagtibay ang ating mga batas sa bagay na ito, mapagtibay ang proper implementation ng building code at dalhin sa korte ang mga taong lumalabag sa building code. Yan ang dapat natin pakita sa kanila.
All right, next up. Erin Tanyada.
Lahat gusto magsalita eh.
dalawang points lang po, no? Merong batas na po, yung People's Survival Fund. Ito ay 1 billion fund na pwede pong i-access ng local government units to help fight and mitigate the effects of climate change and tragedy. Ang problema, hindi pinapaliwanag o walang kulang sa information sa ating taong bayan. Kaya importanteng malaman po nila, 1 billion fund po yan. Pangalawa, hindi dapat inaaresto yung mga taong ayaw umalis.
Okay, alam mo, sinabihan na ako na move forward na tayo. Sir,
Siguro,
30 seconds. Teka.
O sige, go. General Bato.
Sige, sir.
Kasi ako pinapatamaan niya naaresto. Kung kinakailangan ng pulis na mang-aresto para masave ang buhay nila, gawin natin yan!
Sir, ang sinasabi ko...
Pagayaan mo! Huwag mo aristuhin. Iwan mo dyan. Nalibing yan sa landslide.
Hindi
Useless ka na pagka-pulis.
Okay.
Tinatanggal lang sa...
Okay, that's enough.
Ang arresto, ang ibig sabihin yan, binibigyan po ng...
Okay. Hindi naman sila, hindi naman sila nag-aaway.
Oo, hindi naman
sila
Walang
nag-aaway.
nag-aaway dito. Okay, teka.
Iba lang ang kanilang dalawang pananaw.
Oo.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we really need to move on.
There are other topics. We promise you will have your time.
Yeah.
Magpapasalamat na tayo sa unang face-off
pero
natin,
lumalabas
Pia.
kasi na may batas na tayo, implementation na lang. Maraming salamat po, Congressman Alejandro and
General Bato, thank you. All right.
Sorry, mamaya na po.
Di bale, wag ho kayong mag-alala. We're still on the topic. This is a healthy discussion. Let's all remember that. Ang topic pa rin naman natin is basic services. Okay, ang pinag-uusapan natin, disaster preparedness and response are very important, especially in a country like ours. We have a population to date of 107 million, according to United Nations estimates. Manila is also the most densely populated city in the world. As our population continues to grow, of course, demand for food, water, and energy also increases. Ito na. Our next question is about energy supply. Electricity rates in our country are among the highest in Asia. At panay po ang aming balita na nasa yellow at red alert ang Luzon grid natin. Hence, nagkaroon daw ng ilang rotational brownouts. Please listen. Our next question goes to the following candidates: Chel Diokno, Erin Tanyada, JV Ejercito, Samira Gutok, and Neri Colmenares. Ang tanong, importante ho talaga ito. What laws are needed to ensure Filipinos have access to affordable and sustainable energy supply?
Let's start with Chel Diokno, please. Sir, kuryente, pag-uusapan hindi na lindol, ha? Kuryente lang.
Yes.
Sige po.
Kailangan balikan natin yung ating mga batas tungkol sa elektrisidad. Dahil maraming ng butas-butas yan at hanggang ngayon hindi pa natatakpan yung EPIRA law. But looking forward, we need to address the problem of relying on fossil fuel energy. Kailangan lilipat na tayo sa renewable energy. Hindi na natin may iwasan yung problema na yan. Nandiyan na yung batas. We have the Renewable Energy Act, but it's not being implemented. It's about time we move to clean and green energy. It's about time we stop coal plants that are so damaging to the environment. I understand the need for these coal plants, but tama na. We will be locked in for the youth, yung darating na mga future generations ng Pilipino. Unless we move now to renewable energy, we will be locked in for many generations to
But
come.
isn't RE renewable energy, mas mahal po ba yun? Or should we look at it as an investment? How should we look at it?
Actually, the cost of renewable energy is going down every day. It used to be quite expensive, pero hindi na po ngayon. And we actually have the minerals and we have the equipment and talents to prepare to do it ourselves. So hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit yung mga buhangin natin ay kinukuha ng ibang bansa at dinadala doon. Kailangan natin yan dito.
Ibang topic na po yun. Mamayang konti, we will talk about that. Erin Tanyada?
Alam po ninyo, pinanganak po ang EPIRA law noong 1991. Ngayon po ay 2019. Nagdebu na po ang EPIRA law. Pero ang tanong, yung pinangako ba ng EPIRA law na ibababa ang presyo ng kuryente ay naganap ba? Sa tingin ko po, hindi po naganap. Kaya importante po na kailangan balikan po natin ang EPIRA law para malaman po natin kung ito ba ay nakatulong sa ating mga mamamayan o hindi. Pangalawa, importante rin po dahil alam natin kung hindi bababa po ang presyo ng kuryente, hindi rin lalawak po ang negosyo dito sa ating bansa. Alam natin, kung mataas ang presyo ng kuryente, hindi kumukuha ng mga bagong manggagawa ang bawat kumpanya. Kailangan ibaba po natin ang presyo ng kuryente para mas maraming trabaho dito sa ating bansa. Pangatlo, open access po. Ito yung isang rason kung bakit hindi bumababa ang presyo ng kuryente.
Okay, thank you, sir. We'd like to hear from Senator JV Ejercito, please.
I also believe that we have to review the EPIRA law. The intention was to bring down the cost of electricity. Dapat magkaroon ng kompetisyon, ipa-privatize ang power plants. Ang nangyari po, natuloy ang privatization ng power plants pero yung pagbaba ng presyo ng kuryente ay hindi nangyari kaya kinakailangan na reviewin ang EPIRA law. Pangalawa po, we now have to reconsider other sources of energy. No, dahil po yung coal, yung petroleum, bunker, napakamahal po. We have one of the highest cost of energy in Asia. Para tayo maging competitive, we have to look at other sources. In other areas, it's time to reconsider other sources. I know it's controversial, but nuclear energy, the whole world is going nuclear. Magandang combination. May nuclear, meron pong renewable. kailangan natin baseload energy and renewable energy. It has to be a combination of both. Thank you po.
Thank you, Senator J.V. Ejercito. Next up, Samira Guto.
The Senate has to say no to unenvironmental means. And that means saying no to coal. You cannot save Mother Earth when you invest in carbon emission and the heat that comes from coal. So you're going to have to use environmental friendly, and that is coming from natural born energy sources, hydroelectric power, and diversification based on nature. You are not going to use coal. Ang importante din po ay ecosystem friendly. This is for the next generation. This is for the next generation. We are also going to have to invest in rehabilitation. The generation, transmission, distribution facilities are already nasisira na. Yung NPC po kailangan i-rehabilita, kaya kailangan po ng investment. So importante po ay diversification, and of course, do not put systems loss back to customers. Excuse me, wala kami elektrisidad, bakit kami nagbabayad ng systems loss?
Alright, maraming salamat kay Samira Guto. Finally, Nery Colmenares.
Noong 2013 po, nag-file po ako ng kaso sa Korte Suprema para pigilin ang pinakamataas na dagdag singil sa kuryente ng Meralco. May kolusyon po ang mga generation plants, sabay-sabay sila nag-shutdown, kunyari, bumaba ang supply, tumaas ang presyo ng kuryente. Mabuti na lang na TRO ng Korte Suprema at hindi pa naipapataw yan. Yan ang problema sa IPIRA. Dahil privatized siya, profit is the main motivation and public service is just an afterthought. Dapat ibasura ang IPIRA. Pangalawa, may bill po ako sa Kongreso at ilaban ko rin ito sa Senado. Tanggalin ang value-added tax sa kuryente. Dapat hindi binavat ang kuryente dahil inflationary ito. Pangatlo, may nakaamba pong delikadong bagay sa atin. Ito po ang loan sa China. Pag makuha ng China ang patrimonial assets natin, mga kuryente, yan ang pinakamalaking disaster sa atin. Kaya dapat pigilan ng China dito sa mga loans na ito.
Maraming salamat kay Nery Colmenares. Alright, we're going to invite two candidates who can specifically talk about bringing down power rates in the country. Yung una po ay si Attorney Romy Macalintal. Please go to the podium, sir. And I'd like to invite somebody else who feels very strongly about this to face off with Attorney Romy Mac. Anybody? Go ahead. Go ahead, Congressman Nery Colmenares. Okay.
Yes, actually,
siguro ang basic tanong naman, aside from everything you've said is, sabi nga ni Congressman Nery, yung VAT, ano, how can we bring down the price of electricity? Attorney Romy Mac, you can go ahead.
Alam mo, ang problema talaga sa ating bansa, yung elektrisidad, ang oil consumption natin. Ang problema kasi dyan, nung inintroduce yung EPIRA law, yung tinatawag pang Electric Reform Act na yan, ay parang bumaba daw ang ating halaga ng kuryente. Subalit, nung ma-privatize ang National Power Corporation, ang ginawa natin, bumibili naman ang National Power Corporation sa mga independent power producers. Kaya ang dapat siguro ito, kahit na tayo bumibili dyan, tingnan natin kung tama ba yung halagang binibili natin. Kasi kahit bumili ka, magamit mo man o hindi ang kuryenteng binili mo sa IPPs, babayaran mo pa rin yan. At bukod dyan, andun yung tinatawag na ISERA. Ano ba yung ISERA? Ang ibig sabihin yan, kapag tumaas ang halaga ng dolyar, babayaran din natin, mag-a-adjust din tayo ng presyo. So dapat talaga dito magkaroon ng pagre-review yung IPIRA law sapagkat hindi nakakatulong sa bansa natin kundi lalong nadaragdagan ang halaga ng kuryente.
Congressman Nery, go ahead, sir.
Yes, kahit unbundle daw ang presyo ng kuryente, maraming singil dyan di natin alam, maliban sa kolusyon. Ang isa po dyan ay ang bill deposit. Marami sa atin di nakakaalam ngayon yan. May bill deposit pong sinisingil sa atin ngayon. Kung 3,000 pesos ang iyong bill monthly for 3 months, kukunan ka pala ng 3,000 pesos parang deposit. Pag hindi ka daw nakabayad, yun ang reremata ng Meralco. Ang tanong ko, bakit kailangan ng bill deposit? Hindi ba pag hindi kami nakabayad, pinuputulan nyo kami ng kuryente? Yan ang masama dyan. Tapos pangalawa, ang bill deposit totaled almost more than 30 billion pesos sa Meralco, hindi siya ma-audit-audit. Ang interest napupunta sa Meralco, hindi sa taong bayan. Kaya sa Korte Suprema, magfa-file po ako next week. Isang petisyon para ibabaliwala ang bill deposit at i-refund ang bilyon-bilyon sa mamamayang Pilipino.
All right, gentlemen, please stay. Diyan po sa podium. We'd like to ask our moderators for any comments and possibly follow-up questions on the situation of energy, yung kuryente po dito sa Pilipinas.
Good afternoon to
Dindo,
everyone.
go ahead.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to add up to the discussion. Of course, it was mentioned earlier by Congressman Colmenares, but the taxes really.
Yes po.
No? Alam naman natin na when you look at the cost of electricity in our country, there are taxes that are part of our bill na hindi natin nalalaman. Nabanggit ang VAT, nawala ito noon. Nandyan din yung mga surcharges, nandyan din yung mga local franchise tax. At itong mga buwis na to ay nagdadagdag hirap sa ating taong bayan. So it's good to ask our candidates, not only yung nasa face-off, no? Maybe it's time to review also taxes that adds burden to the Filipino consumers or to the Filipino people.
I think yun ang pwede natin tingnan. Ano? If I'd be elected as senator, alam mo meron tayong tinatawag na oversight power sa Congress. Meaning, ang mga senador o mga kongresista, pwede silang tumawag ng mga inquiries about this high increase in prices of electricity. Ito ang pwedeng pag-usapan doon. Dapat pa bang magkaroon ng ganito mga uri ng mga taxes? Yan ang dapat na pag-aralang mabuti. At hindi yung para bang ang Senado o Kongreso ay kakampi pa doon sa mga tao nagpapatakbo na nasabing kumpanya. Dapat ang Kongreso kumakampi sa tao, hindi sa mga kumpanya.
Tama po, allergic po ako sa taxes. At pag sinasabi ng gobyerno na pag tinanggal ang tax, saan kukunin ang pondo? May pondo po ang gobyerno, gusto lang nilang waldasin sa walang kakwenta-kwentang proyekto. 3 termino po ako sa Kongreso, bilyon-bilyon po dyan para sa mga kalsadang walang beginning, walang end. Bilyon-bilyon para sa mga tulay kahit walang ilog. So tanggalin ang mga taxes, ayusin ang korupsyon, ipakulong ang lahat ng kurakot sa gobyerno, iyon ang solusyon.
Thank you. Now, we're gonna go to Pilo Hilbay first.
I speak here? Okay. Nung Nabocor po yung may hawak nung enerhiya sa atin, ang sabi, inefficient yung government at corrupt. Kaya ang naging solusyon, i-privatize. Pero ang nangyari, yung inefficiency, yung corruption, napunta lang sa private sector. Ano ang solusyon? Mga senador at mga mambabatas na hindi captive ng power companies, na mga tatayo para sa mga ordinaryong mamamayan, hindi hawak ng mga public utilities. Yun po ang solusyon para sa atin. Salamat.
Thank you. Gentlemen, maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, Kong Neri.
Attorney Ronnie Mac, thank you.
Kaya napavolunteer
Congressman
si Kong Neri kasi wala po si Glenn Chong kanina.
Dapat yun ang ka-face
like I
off,
said, we are waiting for him. So thank you very much for that face-off. Again, another heated discussion about power.
Pero huwag kayong
and power
mag-alala,
supply.
marami pang topics that you would want to share your thoughts
But
on.
now it is time for another break. We're going to continue to talk about basic services. This time, tubig naman, water distribution and supply.
We're still experiencing disruptions, and the problem is if the dry condition persists, we could actually be facing a bigger problem. This is a CNN Philippines special presentation. We're asking questions to our 11 senatorial candidates, the questions that matter most to the Filipino people. We'll be right back.
Sa maling bato, masisira ang buhay mo. Sa tamang bato, gaganda ang buhay mo. Aling bato ang pipiliin mo?
Bato, bato, pick! Bato, bato, pick!
Good! Pick bato.
sa Senado.
Itaga mo sa Bato, Bato de la Rosa para sa Senado. Numero 24 sa balota.
Marvel's Avengers Endgame Insulated Tumbler and Mug Collection by Petron. Get a tumbler or a mug for every 500 peso purchase of Petron products. Only at Petron. Marvel Studios Avengers Endgame in cinemas April 24.
Gusto ko yan, ako ito, di ako yan. Sandamukal ang mga bagay na pwede gusto mangyari. At dahil ako'y mainit at tungo bagong gusto. Sandamukal, mga oras, huwag iwaldas, hanapin ang sarili. Grabe, astig pa to! Grabe, rock pa to! Animo, inuusan ng samot sa kulay ganyan. Pagsariwa pa ang buhay, naglipara na sa akin. Hulingi mo ang bagay na patok sa tip. Musika, panlasa at puso maingay. Gusto ko to, ako ito, Red Horse Beer. Kaya ko to, astig ito, #1 beer.
Electricity is all around us. It is very useful, powering everything from your cell phone, tablet, laptop, to electrical appliances at home. But just as it is precious, electricity can also be dangerous if we're not cautious around it. How do you stay safe around electricity and electrical appliances? Never touch electrical appliances with wet hands, and never bring electrical appliances in the bathroom. Water can conduct electricity, which can cause an electric shock to the body. Never stick any object into a power socket, except a power plug. Always pull a plug from its head, not the wire. Do it carefully so that you don't damage it. Always cover open sockets and damaged electrical cords to avoid electrocution. And when playing with kites and balloons, always stay away from power lines. Electricity can cause injuries and even death. Anywhere and anytime, we need to be careful so that we can be safe with our parents in our homes and enjoy the power electricity is giving us.
To find your ideal hotel room on Trivago, select from over 100 options with a few simple clicks. Trivago finds your ideal room and then compares more than 200 websites worldwide to save you time and money. Hotel Trivago.
In today's fast-paced world, one can truly enjoy this iconic executive car. The BMW 5 Series is equipped with the award-winning BMW twin-power turbo diesel engine. It churns out 190 horsepower and 400 Newton-meter torque. It's actually mated to an intelligent 8-speed automatic transmission. The BMW 5 Series comes standard with a power tailgate, and it has a trunk capacity of 530 liters. What this means is that you can easily put in 3 golf bags into this trunk. So if you're looking for a vehicle that offers both luxury and performance, this is the car for you. Experience BMW today.
Watching the CNN Philippines senatorial debate. Our questions for our candidates revolve around 3 themes: keeping Filipinos safe, how can our senatorial candidates ensure our safety,
and of course, we want to find out how they can improve the lives of the Filipino people, as well as what their plans are to build upon the future of Filipinos. So, we are still on the topic of basic services in a country, as we mentioned a while ago, with a growing population, 107 million. And this next question fits right into one of our themes, improving the quality of lives of the Filipinos.
Ako, ito na naman tayo, Pinks. Kanina galit at maingay ang crowd. Ito, magagalit na naman at mag-iingay na
Asahan na natin to. Our next question goes to the following candidates: General Bato, Rafi Alunan, Romy Macalintal, JV Ejercito. So, the question is, what should be done? What should be done to address our water problems? Ano bang dapat nating gawin dahil sa nararanasang kulang or shortage sa tubig. Ready na si
Pero may tubig na ba kayo lahat? Meron na?
Ako meron akong balde sa office. Ready na si General Bato. Yeah, let's start with him.
Alam ninyo, kung meron tayong Department of Energy, dapat meron din tayong Department of Water. Dahil ang tao nabubuhay kahit walang kuryente. Pero ang tao hindi nabubuhay kung walang tubig. Pero kailangan talaga tayong mag-establish ng Department of Water na siyang mangangasiwa para sa sourcing, pricing, distribution, regulation ng lahat ng tubig sa buong Pilipinas. Dahil sa ngayon, iba ang presyo ng tubig sa Zamboanga, iba ang presyo ng tubig sa Pangasinan. Dapat iisang departamento ang mag-control dito. At kung talagang wala ng ibang solusyon itong crisis natin, dapat gayahin natin ang Israeli model kung saan desalinization ginagawa nila na ang tubig, napakalaki ng dagat. Kinukuha ang tubig galing sa dagat, tinanggal ang salt, ginawang pang-inom. Kaya makita mo ang Israeli, noon diserto, ngayon green na. So, dapat magkakaroon tayo ng gano'n na programa.
General Bato, thank you, sir. Okay, next up. Next up, ayan na, ready na rin, Rafi Alunan. Go ahead, sir.
Tama yung sinabi ni Bato. At dadagdagan ko pa. Tama yung sinabi niya about water sourcing. Dito sa Metro Manila, we have a real problem. Yung Angat Dam is really our main source right now. We should really spread our risk because it's a national security risk. Ang kaliwa at kanan rivers doon sa Laguna at Quezon, matagal na yan pinag-uusapan, hanggang ngayon walang nangyayari. So we continue to have this national security risk. All over the country, our local government should be investing in water reservoirs for human consumption, for electricity, as well as for irrigation. And number 3, dito sa syudad, we should be able to catch the rain. And actually, all over the country, we're not catching the rain and we're wasting it. So, take note of those practical suggestions. Matagal na yan pinag-uusapan, walang nangyayari because we're not focused on public safety and security.
Thank you, sir. Rafi Alunan. Next up, Attorney Romy Mac. Sir, go ahead.
Sa ngayon, meron tayong about 17 million users ng tubig dito sa Metro Manila. Ang problema, kulang na kulang pa rin ang supply. We lack about 140 million liters of water para yan ay madagdagan natin, maayos ang problema sa tubig. So ano dapat na solusyon? Long-term solution ang kinakailangan dyan. Ngunit kapag dumarating lamang ang disaster, saka yan nabibigyan ng pansin. Dapat meron tayong sistema. Anong magandang sistema? Rain harvesting system. Anong rain harvesting system? Yan po ay ginagawa sa ibang bansa. Kapag maulan, inaayos nila yung ulan, at kapag dry season, inaayos at nililinis ang tubig na yan. Gamitin po natin yan. Ginagawa po yan sa Singapore. Ay bakit hindi natin magawa dito? Kailangan lamang ang tunay na concern ng ating mga public officials. So, yan po ang tamang solusyon para magkaroon tayo ng tamang supply ng ating mga tubig.
Salamat, Attorney Romy Mac. JV Ejercito.
The main source of water of Metro Manila is Angat Dam, which was built in 1967. Dati po wala pang 10 milyon ang populasyon sa Metro Manila. Ngayon po ay sobra-sobra na. Hanggang ngayon, Angat Dam pa rin. Hindi po natuloy ang Laiban Dam, yung kaliwa at kanan rivers na dapat po ay natuloy na 1980s. Ang suggestion ko, we invest in infrastructure, water infrastructure, dahil hindi pwedeng taon-taon tuwing tagtuyot ay namumroblema tayo. Tama po ang sinabi nila, tuwing tag-ulan, sobra-sobrang ulan, sobra-sobra nagbabaha, hindi natin iniimbak, hindi natin nagagamit. Siguro, dapat maging innovative tayo, yung mga parking lot, yung mga kalye, sa halip na tumutuloy ang tubig, tuwing tag-ulan, papuntang karagatan, dapat gamitin natin porous ang para nare-replenish ang groundwater. Dapat magkaroon tayo ng mga bagong dams, lalo na po ang Laiban Dam, yung area na yun. We need new sources of water para hindi tuwing tagtuyot tayo po ay namamroblema. We invest in water infrastructure.
Salamat po, JV Ejercito. Briefly, Dean Shell.
Kaliwa Dam is not the solution to our water problem. Kaliwa Dam is going to cause environmental destruction. The proposal is to put it near fault lines, and it's going to result in the inundation of our Katutubos barangays. Hindi po solusyon ang Kaliwa Dam. Ang solusyon ay isang comprehensive polisiya ng ating pamahalaan. Alam natin magiging problema talaga ang tubig within the next 20 years. Dapat ngayon pa lang pinag-uusapan na natin at pinagpaplanuhan.
Alright, pag-uusapan kasi sana, no? May follow-up question sana tungkol nga sa, di ba, syempre, meron tayong mga short-term, long-term solutions. Ang problema naman natin ngayon we need to feel the effects right away because like we already all know, no? Many of us still experience water disruption. So I don't think we have enough time for that. We're going
short-term. Pwede daw, Pia.
Sige, pwede na.
Alamin natin.
Sige, balikan kasi natin. Kailangan malaman natin from sina General Bato, Rafi Aluna, and Attorney Romy Mac, and JV Ejercito. How soon, that's the question, how soon can consumers feel the impact of your proposed solutions? Let's begin first. General Bato, sir.
30 seconds, sir. Yung ngayon, General, ano ho yung short-term solution ngayon dun sa nakaka-experience ng water interruptions, disruptions, and problems, sir? Ano ang short-term solution?
Yung na-open ko kanina na solusyon ay medium term at saka long term, walang short term doon
Sir, gaano ka medium? Sir, yung medium. So, kailan po yun? Kailan po natin mafe-feel ang effect nun?
Kailangan pa natin ng batas na mag-create ng Department of Water.
Okay.
Pag mayroon Department of Water, i-organize pa yan. Tagal pa.
Okay.
Wala. Alam mo, short term solusyon? Pwede. Kung gusto niya, you're looking for short term solution?
Yung short term, sir. Meron ho ba kayo naiisip?
Hawakan ng gobyerno yung Maynilad.
Maynilad?
Hawakan natin yung Maynilad.
Maynilad, Manila Water, which one? Pareho?
Di ba yung tubig, Maynilad, nagko-control dito?
Maynilad at Manila Water, sir. Dalawa pong concession.
Isipin mo yung MWSS ang sa generation ng tubig. Ang Maynilad na sa distribution.
Sir, you're proposing government takeover of private companies.
Power of eminent domain. Gamitin natin.
Okay.
Para makontrol natin.
Okay, kanina sabi natin the question is how soon can we feel the effects of the proposed solutions? So kanina, General Bato, Rafi Alunan, sir, how soon?
Very soon for certain courses of action. For example, yung community-based rain catchment basins. That can be done easily by the local government units. Instantaneous yan. Yung mga buildings catching rainwater for their own use. That can be done also very quickly. What will take a little time is the Kaliwa Kanan River sa Laiban Dam. But I just want to correct Shell. Shell, there are engineering studies that you go lower, not higher. That will not inundate the towns, no? And lastly, yung engineering requirements. There are many water companies that need to fix their piping systems so that they can evenly distribute their water to all of their constituents. Right now, many of them are not doing that. Lumang-lumang kanilang pipes at limited ang kanilang distribution. So that can be done also fairly quickly, probably over maybe 3 or 5 years if they properly invest in it.
Okay, between Attorney Romy Mac and Senator JV, sino po sa inyo?
Tumayo na tuloy. After this, meron akong sasabihin. After Attorney Romy Mac, go ahead, sir.
Ang kinakailangan dito ay kamay na bakal ng ating pamahalaan. Hindi yung para bang tinatapik mo lang sila sa balikat. Ganong ando na yung problema. Alam naman natin ang problema sa MWSS. Sino ba yung mga opisyal na nagpapatakbo ng mga tungkol sa tubig na yan? So dapat siguro pinag-aaralan kung dapat silang tanggalin o hindi dapat tanggalin. Then, short-term solution, mga barangay captains, mga barangay officials, dapat magtulong-tulungan tayo para yung mga tao ay nabibigay ng daily supply ng kanilang mga tubig. Yan ang kinakailangan gawin. At magkaroon tayo ng daily water tankering sa mga lugar na talagang kailangan ng tubig at mga lugar na hindi inaabot ng mga tubig na yan. Maraming problema ang ating bansa tungkol sa tubig, ngunit hanggang ngayon ay hindi pa nga nare-resolve yan. Maraming problema, ngunit ang ating mga opisyal parang gumagawa lamang ng solusyon kapag nariyan na ang problema. Ang kailangan kamay na bakal para sila ay talagang magtrabaho sa
Thank you so much, sir.
ito.
Okay.
Thank
Pia,
you, sir.
isa na lang ang pag-usapan natin, Pia. Any one of them who can give a short-term solution. Okay na tayo, Attorney Romy Mac.
Yeah,
Anyone
sir,
behind?
pwede na po kayong bumalik sa
maybe
upuan
si
niyo.
Congressman Gary or si
Congressman
Congressman
Gary,
Neri.
you have a short-term solution?
Short-term, please, gentlemen.
Comment lang.
It needs
Sir,
to be
30 seconds,
short-term. Short-term. Short-term.
Ang gusto ko lang sabihin, kasi matagal na yung plano yun, dahil alam natin na magkakaroon tayo ng kakulangan ng tubig. Ang problema, hindi natin inalaw ang infrastructure ng katubigan dahil inihintay natin ang malaking infrastructure na galing sa China. Dahil para makumita sila sa infrastructure. So I don't agree na magkaroon tayo ng infrastructure coming from China because this is a critical infrastructure. The moment hawakan ito ng ibang bansa, luluhod tayo.
Alright,
Congressman Gary, thank you so much.
Yes.
Pia,
Thank you.
pinipilit na nila tayong pumunta sa susunod na pag-uusapan natin. Go ahead.
Advanced kasi mag-isip ang mga kandidato. Kasi ang next topic natin ay ang China-funded Kaliwa Dam. The government says one of the solutions is this dam. It's controversial. As we all know, we want to focus now on Philippine-Chinese relations. The president was just in Beijing for China's Belt and Road Initiative. Alam po natin kung ano yon. Beijing is building bridges, roads all over the world to connect the rest of the world. Now, in that forum, the president signed 2 agreements on trade and drug rehab efforts. And amid the friendlier, warmer relations between Manila and Beijing, some observers are saying that the so-called China debt trap diplomacy has reached the Philippines. Now, the president also recently ordered the Justice Department to review the government's agreements, including those with China. So, we are going to have a face-off now, Kong Alejano and Rafi Alunan, and tamang-tama, kanina nabanggit nyo na okay daw ang Kaliwa Dam. Yes, the two of you please go up to the podium. And this is your question. What safeguards should be put in place so that the Philippines does not fall into that China debt trap? Congressman Alejano.
Unang-una, hindi naman kailangan mangutang sa China lamang. Let us not put all our eggs in one basket. Meron mang ino-offer ng ibang bansa like Japan, mas mababa pa interest. Bakit sa China tayo kukuha? No? And remember this, there's no such thing as free lunch. Mataas ang interest and it has connection sa West Philippine Sea, and we are now being colonized through economic tool like pahiram sa atin, ilulubog tayo sa utang at hawakan tayo sa leeg. Kaya nga, ang safety dito, doon tayo sa neutral na bansa na makapagbibigay ng mababang interest at wala pang conflict sa West Philippine Sea. Dahil nagbibigay naman ng pahiram yung ibang bansa. So yun po ang pwede nating gawin. And at the same time, dapat transparent ang mga dealings natin sa China. Hindi yung hindi natin alam. Actually, I wrote Department of Finance, bigyan tayo ng kontrata nitong Chico Dam project. Up to now, they have not responded officially sa aking opisina. Bakit nagtatago ang gobyerno kung ang interest ng bansa ang kailangan?
Thank you, Congressman Gary. Rafi Alunan, sir.
I think we should apply safeguards to any loan that we borrow from any country. That's part of our fiscal responsibility. It's called good governance. It doesn't matter whether it's from China, Japan, the United States, or Europe. What is important is that we apply fiscal responsibility and good management. Now, ito ngayon, I don't think we will allow ourselves to put all our eggs in one basket. Our economic managers are pretty responsible and they're spreading out our risks. Many of the points that are being discussed at this point are not yet done deals. Hindi pa done deal yan. Kasi dinadaan pa yan sa proseso. Hintayin natin hanggang dumating tayo sa punto na yon. Maraming salamat po.
Okay, may rebuttal si Kong Gary.
Congressman Alejano.
May rebuttal lang.
Remember this is part of the Belt and Road Initiative, and they have done this to other countries, and let us learn from the lessons of other countries. Papasok pa lang tayo ngayon. Bakit hindi tayo matuto dyan? And remember this, ang kontrata na pinasok natin sa ibang bansa ay wala namang provision na nakalagay doon na arbitration sa China at mayroon pang patrimonial asset na collateral. Hindi yan nakikita sa ibang kontrata. Bakit pumayag tayo dyan?
Congressman Alejano and the Secretary Rafi Alunan, may tanong pa ho kami, but we're going to give the others a chance to give their thoughts on this. Florin Hilbay, go ahead, sir. Same thing, yung question on debt trap.
Kung yung kapitbahay mo kinukuha ngayong karagatan, mangungutang ka ba sa kanya? Kung yung kapitbahay mo binabastos ka araw-araw, mangungutang ka ba sa kanya ng mataas pa ang interes? Kung yung kapitbahay mo, pagkatapos mo sampahan ng kaso, nanalo ka, sinabi sa harap mo, hindi niya kinakilala ang napanalo mong kaso, makikipagkaibigan ka ba dun sa bansang yun? Naiintindihan ng mga Pilipino kung ginaganjo tayo, kung niloloko ang mga Pilipino. Yun lang po.
Salamat po, Pilo Hilbay. Sandali lang po, puntahan po natin si Anjo Alimario sa ating panel dahil binanggit po kanina ni Kong Gary yung ibang bansa that have similar experiences. Anjo.
That's right, Pia. I'd like to look into what happened to Sri Lanka. In late 2017, Sri Lanka handed over commercial activities, its main southern port, to China on a 99-year lease because it could no longer pay for its loan to China. Should we be concerned that the same thing could happen to the Philippines?
Yes. We should be. Example, Tajikistan. Sabi ng China, they have a conflict areas there, around 1,500 square kilometers of conflict territory. Ngayon, ang sabi ng China, that is not the totality of our relationship, just like what they're saying to the Philippines. Look at now, nalubog sa utang ang Tajikistan. Anong binayad niya? The 1,500 square kilometers ng kanyang teritoryo. It will happen to us sa West Philippine Sea. Hindi niya sasabihin sa ngayon, but later on, pag nalubog ka sa utang, you don't have any other option.
Rafi Alunan, sir, your answer. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. I think there are enough lessons internationally that we've studied very, very carefully. And I'm sure that our economic managers like Ernie Pernia.
Audience, please. Audience. In the same way, audience, in the same way that you would like your candidate to be respected, please. Audience. Sir?
Problem kasi is nawawala din yung train of thought nila kapag when you heckle them. So,
pagbigyan po natin lahat ng
let's
kandidato.
respect their time.
Can we
Let them
ask for
answer.
that now? Audience, please, ha? Secretary Rafi Alunan, sir.
Thank you.
We'll go back to your 30 seconds, sir. Every time may mangyari pong ganyan, balik po tayo sa 30 seconds. Sir, go ahead.
Maraming salamat po. There are enough lessons internationally where I'm sure our economic managers have captured these lessons. No? Many of the things that we're talking about are still speculative in nature. We have not yet signed up the kind of loans that we say will lead us to a debt trap. For example, yung lumabas ngayon sa Belt and Road Initiative, a lot of them are MOUs. They're not contracts at all. And they're still subject to negotiation. So saying that we're going to fall into a debt trap is premature.
All right.
Sir, so very briefly, we do not need to be worried that we could lose territory. We do not need to be worried that we could lose territory because of this.
No,
Hindi po.
because
no. No
I've
worries whatsoever.
No, I've come across the response of government that they will never use our resources as part of what we call collateral for the loans.
Assets.
They will never
All
do
right. Ang dami kasing gusto magbigay ng kanilang thoughts. Isa-isayin natin. Pwede mabilis lang. Aaron Tanyada, go ahead.
Alam po ninyo, pinaglaban ko po ang freedom of information. Sabi ng ating Pangulo na siya po ay advocate ng freedom of information. May Executive Order number 2. Kung walang problema itong mga kontrata ito, yung Chico Dam, yung Chico Irrigation Project, yung Kaliwa Dam, bakit ayaw ilabas ang kontrata? Yun lang naman ang hinihingi po natin. Kung above board yan, well and good. Pero sa tingin ko, may tinatago.
Okay. Attorney Romy Mac, yung mabilis lang. Go ahead, sir.
Ang mahirap sa sinasabi ng pamahalaan na hindi pa raw ito done deal, Abay, delikado yan. Hihintayin pa ba nating matapos ang kontrata? Saka lang tayo magrereklamo? Eh, aanhin mo pa ang damo kung patay na ang kabayo. Di ba? So siguro, dapat talagang pag-aralang mabuti yan. Hindi po pwedeng future lamang titingnan. Sa kasalukuyan ang dapat nating tingnan kung talagang dihado ang ating pamahalaan. Pag dihado tayo, ipaglaban natin yan. Yan ang gusto ng 8 Diretso.
Attorney Romy Mac, thank you.
Sabi ko-
tayo, go ahead. Go ahead, Pino.
There are lessons of Chinese death trap diplomacy everywhere. Ba't ang tanong, natututo ba tayo sa leksyon na yon? Parang hindi. Yung Sri Lanka, nagsimula sa Hambantota Port. Utang 700 million, pumalo sa 1 billion, pumalo sa 7 billion. Hindi nabayaran. Ang resulta, ibinigay ng Sri Lanka ang napaka-strategic na port sa China. Pag hindi natin natutunan ng leksyon na yon, yun ang mangyayari sa atin.
Okay.
Go ahead, sa
Salam-
Mikabutok.
Ang init naman ng topic na to. Hindi na matapos-tapos. Okay.
The presence of Chinese militia speaks of bad faith. The presence of militia technology speaks of bad faith. The youth must say no because kayo ang magbabayad ng utang na ngayon.
And huli na to ha, before Congressman Alejano's final
I'm
rebuttal,
sorry. Everybody
si Nery
wants to
Colmenares.
answer, pero mukhang
Sandali.
talagang maingay dyan si Congressman Nery Colmenares. Sir, go ahead.
Sabi ng gobyerno, standard loan daw yung sa China. I challenge government, magpakita kayo ng ibang loan na may confidentiality agreement. Wala. China lang ang humihingi na hindi natin mabasa ang loan agreement. Sabi ng China, walang hidden agenda. Bakit confidential yon? Sabi ng gobyerno, kaya nating bayaran ng utang, $14.1 billion ang utang. Paano malaman ng Duterte administration na mag-i-end sa 2022 na kayang bayaran ng sumunod na administrasyon nito? Debt trap ang China, dapat ibasura.
Okay, that's it. Final rebuttal from Congressman Gary and then we go to a break.
Bayan, dapat alalahanin natin ang relasyon sa China, especially ito sa mga deals na ito ay confidential at ad hoc, bilateral. Ibig sabihin, walang ibang nakakaalam, tayo lang dalawa. Pag malaki ang bansang China, maliit tayo, we would be at the losing end sa negosasyon na yan. Ngayon po, dahil confidential, huli na malaman ng taong bayan na dihado pala tayo habang kumikita ang ibang mga tao sa gobyerno. It happened to other countries. That is why pinos ngayon sa Maldives, Malaysia, alam natin yung kay Mahathir, sa Tajikistan, sa Sri Lanka. Matuto tayo.
Okay, pero hindi po tayo lulusob sa Spratlys, hindi po ba? Diba? Gary, okay, no more. We're going to a break.
Dalawa ayaw mo? Ito dalawa, magkatabi? Ito? Sige.
Tumayo pa talaga. Okay, sir, sandali lang po.
Ha?
Wait.
Para ano?
Okay, wait. Sandali lang. Okay, we will let you talk, sir. 15 seconds, ha?
Oh, grabe naman.
Sige na. Sige na. Yan. Go.
50 seconds. Ang palagi nyo sinasabi na confidential. Naghingi na ba kayo ng dokumento niya sa Malacanang?
Humingi daw siya. Sir, humingi daw siya. Humingi daw si Gary.
Kung hindi kayo binigyan.
Teka, wait. Sandali.
Ha? Naghingi na kayo? Naghingi kayo? Hindi. Nagtatanong ako.
Okay. Upo.
Nagtatanong ako kung naghingi kayo. Naghingi kayo.
Sandali lang.
Hindi kayo binigyan. Kung hindi kayo binigyan, sandali lang.
We should be very afraid.
Yeah.
Kung hindi kayo binigyan,
Wait, let's have General Bato finish.
Wala nga sinasabi kung bakit ayaw magbigay eh.
I can't imagine.
Ayaw masabihin kung bakit ayaw magbigay ng kopya ng kontrata.
Sandali lang po, sir. Okay.
Ganito lang ito.
Sandali. Ito na lang kukunin ko. Halika na dito. Tayong dalawa. Halika. All right.
We are going to a
short break.
We'll be right back.
Sorry, man, but I can't let you in.
Pare, picture mo naman kami. Big fan ako niyan.
A smooth operator deserves a beer just as smooth as he is. San Miguel Super Dry.
Can I get a picture too? I'm a big fan.
San Miguel Super Dry.
Designed to get back from any adventure. Every day without fail. I'm getting stronger. Being tough is not enough, so we keep testing. In the pursuit of ultimate toughness and reliability, the new Strata, engineered beyond tough.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
This is not a phone. It's a super camera phone. Its superpower? A super sensing Leica quad camera. This periscope zoom brings you closer to the things you love. It also has a super spectrum sensor that finds light in the dark. Rewrite the rules of photography with the Huawei P30 series.
Some people like unpredictability. Me? I like to know everything is perfect in my hotel. And that's why I always use Trivago. I simply type my destination, select the filters, 4 stars, and pets allowed. Trivago filters by average guest rating based on millions of reviews across multiple websites. So when I read excellent cleaning, I know I can rest easy in my ideal hotel. Hotel? Trivago.
Welcome back to the CNN Philippines senatorial debate. Ang init ng usapan.
Kinuha
China
na
pa lang
kita
yun.
Kailangan na kita kunin. Alright, hindi pa tayo tapos sa
China pa rin. China
so,
pa rin
huwag kayong
pag-usapan.
mag-alala, gentlemen, lady. We have another face-off. This time, it's with Nery Colmenares and JV Ejercito.
And may I please add, para po sa ibang kandidato, please stay seated po. Or at least stay in your seats. Oo. At meron naman po kayong mga mikropono, maririnig po kayo kung magsasalita po kayo. So hindi po kailangan pumunta dito. Kasi para po sa moderator ito. Thank you ha. Thank you.
Hindi naman hindi yan ang pinuntahan nila si General Bato diba?
Everybody wants to be with Bato, di ba?
Okay,
time out na, sir. Time out na. Ano?
All right.
Time out.
Since March, we have been seeing a growing number of Chinese vessels in the West Philippine Sea. Ako po, I spoke to Foreign Affairs Secretary Teddy Boy Locsin, and he said he wanted the Chinese vessels around Pag-asa Island to leave. Our government has filed, according to Secretary Locsin, 10, if I remember right, notes verbal. Ito ang tanong. Does the Philippine government have full control of the West Philippine Sea? Nery Colmenares, you have a minute to answer this question.
Walang kontrol ang gobyerno sa West Philippine Sea. Ang ating foreign policy is this. Pag tinindigan natin ang ating teritoryo sa West Philippine Sea, lulusubin tayo ng China. Ang tanong, totoo ba yan? Anong aral dyan? Ang Vietnam, ang Taiwan, ginigiit ang territorial integrity nila sa South China Sea. Hindi sila malusob-lusob ng China kasi alam ng China pag nilusob ang Vietnam at ang Taiwan, kakalabanin niya ang international community. Yan ang problema sa atin dito. Lumuluhod tayo sa China. Ang dapat na solusyon natin ay independent foreign policy. Igiit natin ang teritoryo natin sa West Philippine Sea habang tayo'y naghahanap ng peaceful resolution sa dispute. I-gather natin ang support ng international community para labanan ang China pag mangimasok siya. Si Xi Jinping, sinabi kay President Duterte, hindi ipapatupad ang International Tribunal. President Duterte did not make any move. President Duterte did not only blink, he closed his eyes and fell asleep.
Thank you, sir. Senator J.V. Ejercito, does the Philippine government have full control of the West Philippine Sea? Go ahead, sir. You have a minute.
It is in our constitution that we have to protect our sovereignty and fight for our territorial integrity at all costs. Magandang talaga ipaglaban po natin, kaya lang in terms of military might, admittedly, we are no match against China. We have 12 supersonic jet fighters, they have 2,000. We have 50 naval vessels, they have about 2,000. But we have to assert our sovereignty, exhaust all diplomatic means, and we have to protect our territorial integrity at all costs. Tama po, I agree. Sa international community, international organization, we are no match in China in terms of military might, but we have to assert our territorial integrity in the international organizations through diplomatic means.
We're going to open up the discussion to the other candidates, sir. Pero dyan lang po kayo.
West Philippine Sea sa China. Kausap ko mismo ang mga mangingisda sa Masinloc, hindi na sila nakakapagpangisda doon. Wala na. Kinuha na nila at pinamigay ng ating pamahalaan. Kami po ay nagsampa ng isang kaso para sa mga mangingisda ng Palawan at Zambales kasi sa batas natin, hindi lang arbitral tribunal, pati yung mga batas natin, klarong-klaro atin ang West Philippine Sea, dapat ipagtanggol ng ating pamahalaan. At hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit yung mga kandidato ng administrasyon ni isang salita, walang ginagawa, walang sinasabi.
Salamat po, sir. Kong Gary Alejano.
Alam nyo, kung ang basihan ng pagtayo ng inyong karapatan ay laging nakatutok sa kung kaya mong depensahan ng sarili mo, then therefore lahat ng maliliit na mga bansa sa buong mundo, magpakaalila na lang kayo sa malalaking bansa. Hindi po yan. Meron kang armed forces at kung ikaw ay determinado, ang malalaking bansa ay hindi niya gagawin na apihin ikaw dahil they would attract to themselves war. So hindi po, may kaparaanan na i-assert ating karapatan kahit hindi gera at hindi surrender.
Okay, Sec Rafi Alunan, before we go to General Bato.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Can we ask for some silence, please? They're welcoming Glenn Chong. Sandali lang po. Aakyat po siya in a while. Sandali lang po. Okay. Sec Rafi, go ahead.
Thank you. Comment lang ito. Because I'm very much involved in international relations bilang chairman ng Philippine Council for Foreign Relations. And I've been involved in track 2 dialogues helping the government. There are many ways of asserting our sovereignty. Military is one of them. There is also lawfare or diplomacy as well as academic forums where we can assert our sovereignty. When we spoke to the Chinese to break the ice with President Ramos and Chito Santa Romana, we talked about human and ecological security.
Sir, I'm sorry. Time's up. Next round na lang po. But before we ask General Bato to speak, we're going to welcome first our 11th candidate today. Former Congressman Glenn Chong, please join us on the stage, sir. Welcome, sir. Thank you very much. Kahit pa paano, nandito po kayo. Okay. Congressman Glenn Chong, a two-term congressman from the province of Biliran. And he's joining us now. Maraming salamat po, sir, for being here. Welcome, sir. General Bato. Sir, okay na po. You can just stay there. Sige po.
Kayo, sana tahimik mula kayo dahil importante ito pinag-usapan dito. Hindi nyo alam. Mawawalan kayo ng bansa pag kayo ingay ng ingay dyan. Makinig muna kayo. Please listen to me. Ganito, ang mahirap sa atin, sisi kay Duterte administration na hindi pinapaalis. Kaninong panahon pa nagsimula pumasok ang mga insik dyan? Kaninong panahon nag-build ang mga bases dyan? Di ba? Sa panahon ng mga kapartido nyo, mga otso diritso. Sino? Oh, bakit ngayon sinisisi si Duterte? Na panahon pa ninyo yung pumasok yung mga insik na yan. Now ngayon, baka akala nyo kayo lang ang patriotic. Si Duterte hindi. Kami hindi. Well, I must tell you frankly, kung sinong gusto sumama sa akin, bibigyan ko kayo ng baril at bala. Atakihin natin ang... Oh, matapang kayo. Atakihin natin yan.
Alright.
Sama kayo. Sama.
Salamat po, General Bato.
Oh, atakihin natin yan.
Alright, thank you, sir. Thank you. Audience. Excuse me, audience, please. Like we said, kung gusto po ninyo na respetuhin ang kandidato nyo, please respect the other candidates' time, okay? Is that an agreement? Payag kayo, di ba? Di ba? Okay? Or else we will have to go to another break, okay? So please, konting silence lang.
Saka
Let them talk.
Dito na natin umpisahan yung respeto sa isa't isa. Let's let them talk because we don't understand dahil sa ingay na rin. You wanna react? React after. Okay. Pia, who's next?
I think
Pilo?
we're going to Pilo Hilbay first.
Isa sa pinaka-importanting tanong sa eleksyon na to, kayo ba ay Team China or Team Pilipinas? Ang mga kandidato nyo ba ay maka-Pilipino o tuta ng China? Ako po, bilang Solicitor General, pinaglaban na ipanalo, pinaglalaban pa rin natin ang West Philippine Sea. Ang pagmamahal ko sa bayan, pagmamahal ko sa aking pamilya, parang pagmamahal ko kay Agot Isidro.
Thank you, Pilo Hilbay.
Nasingit pa talaga si Agot.
Pupuntahan ko na nga si Agot, malapit sa akin eh.
Hello, Agot. Okay. Romy Mac?
Actually, talagang tunay ang relasyon ni Agot at ni Pilo Hilbay. Kasi ako ang ninong nila. Ngunit kung pag-uusapan itong China ito, abay nais pa tayong patahimikin. Tumahimik daw tayo ngayon. Eh bakit tayo, pati ba naman dito, patatahimikin pa tayo? Hindi naman yata karapat-dapat yan. Ito lamang ang pagkakataon para marinig ng pamahalaan kung ano ang posisyon ng taong bayan laban sa China na yan. Pagpapawalan pa tayo, patatahimikin pa tayo. Hindi natin kailangan ng baril, hindi natin kailangan ng bala para tayo makipaglaban.
Okay, sir. Maraming salamat.
Dapat
Thank you.
tayo marinig ng buong pamahalaan.
Your time is
Sir,
up, sir.
pasensya na po. Kailangan tumahimik kasi ubus na yung oras natin. Okay? Sino pa? Magre-rebuttal muna si Kong
silang
Neri
dalawa.
and then Senator JV. Yung nagfe-face off.
Ang Vietnam, ang Taiwan, kayang lusubin ng China anytime matatalo yon. They're not a military match. Hindi sila nanalo sa tribunal, pero matapang nilang tinitindigan ang kanilang territorial integrity sa South China Sea. Ang problema kay President Duterte na ipanalo natin sa tribunal, sinurrender ni President Duterte ang ating soberenya. Ang dapat natin na independent foreign policy, hindi maka-Amerikano, hindi maka-Chino, tayo dapat maka-Pilipino.
Salamat po, Kong Neri. JV Ejercito, go ahead, sir.
Hindi porket nasa administrasyon ay tuta na. Ang sabi po ni Pangulong Duterte ay kay Senator JB, he has the balls to criticize me. At dito sa pagkakataon to, kailanman hindi natin isusuko ang Pilipinas. We will protect our territorial integrity and fight for our sovereignty at all costs. Kaya nga po nirerespeto tayo ng Pangulo kahit ako'y iba ang aking pananaw ay dahil sinasabi ko rin ang katotohanan. Pag tunay kang kaibigan, sasabi mo ang katotohanan at ipaglalaban natin ang teritoryo natin.
Salamat, Senator JV. Magpalamig muna tayo ng ulo ng konti. Let's go to our panelists. Ina Andolong.
Just to add to our discussion, isa po sa pinag-uusapan ay yung Chinese vessels in Pag-asa Island. And to put a bit of context to that, Malacanang earlier said that Chinese vessels, and I quote, have no business being there in Pag-asa Island and should go away. But they are still there even after President Duterte told China to lay off Pag-asa Island. Now, President Duterte, as we know, is in China. He raised this matter to Chinese President Xi Jinping. But in the end, both leaders agreed, as both countries have done in the past, to deal with the matter through bilateral negotiations. So my question to both gentlemen, what should the government's next step be given this situation, specifically in Pag-asa Island po?
And this will be the last question for this face-off, and then we'll go to a break. So, Senator JV, kayo po muna. Naku, napaka-gentlemanly nyo naman.
What's the next step?
Oh, what is the next step? Kayo na lang po.
Yeah. Sa akin, sinasabi ko na po kanina, independent foreign policy. Dapat po igiit natin yan. Duda ako sa bilateral negotiations. Dapat multilateral yan. Tuso ang gobyerno ng China, hindi pwedeng pagkatiwalaan. Kaya ulitin ko, on the issue of sovereignty, tindigan natin yan. President Duterte, on the issue of sovereignty, did not only blink, he closed his eyes and fell asleep. Dapat igiit natin ang teritoryo sa West Philippine Sea.
Senator JV.
The Senate is the last bastion of democracy. Have faith in the Senate. Ako po, bilang tagapagtanggol, as Vice Chair of the Committee on Finance, in charge to defend the budget of the DILG and PNP. Dapat po yung CCTV camera surveillance systems, Huawei ang gagawa, China po dapat kontrata. Pero hinarangan, kinontra po ng Senado because, believe in your Senate, we are indeed the last bastion of democracy. We will protect the interests of the people.
Salamat po, Senator JV.
Isa lang, isisingit natin si Florin Hilbay dahil he was part of the legal team, of course, responsible for filing a case against China in The Hague taong 20... Ano nga ba yun? Anong taon na yun? Ha?
July 12, 2016 tayo.
Okay. So, ano ho ba, sa inyong pananaw, ang dapat na susunod na hakbang?
Hindi tayo pwedeng makahon sa isang bilateral negotiation dahil parang isang boxing match between two weight classes. Kailangan natin ma-internationalize yung issue. Hindi pwede na hindi natin ginagamit yung ating panalo. Dahil yung ating panalo ang susi para magkaroon ng isang malakas na koalisyon ng iba't ibang mga bansa laban sa China.
Salamat po, Pilo Hilbay.
Thank you. We're gonna have to take another break. Of course, we're still live here at the Quadricentennial Pavilion at the University of Santo Tomas for our senatorial debate. We're live on Facebook at yung mga tanong niyo po sa Facebook ay natatanong din namin.
When we return, we will talk again about China. China pa rin. And jobs, trabaho para sa Pilipino. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Sorry, ang noob ko.
Ako rin. Guys, focus! Lusa sa team, win na sa team. Guys, now!
Win or lose, it's always sweet with friends at San Miguel flavored beer. May refreshing apple and lemon flavors with just the right beer buzz.
Guys, one more round?
Let's make it sweet.
San Miguel flavored beer. Make life sweet.
Marvel's Avengers Endgame Insulated Tumbler and Mug Collection by Petron. Get a tumbler or a mug for every 500 peso purchase of Petron products. Only at Petron. Marvel Studios Avengers Endgame in cinemas April 24.
Drive a luxurious pleasure. Montero Sport, the sophisticated SUV.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
Sa maling bato, masisira ang buhay mo. Sa tamang bato, gaganda ang buhay mo. Aling bato ang pipiliin mo?
Bato, bato, pick! Bato, bato, pick!
Good!
sa Senado.
Itaga mo sa Bato, Bato de la Rosa para sa Senado. Numero 24 sa balota.
Stop thinking you've seen it all. Start seeing never before seen. Out of this world. Depth and detail. One giant leap for resolution. Samsung QLED 8K.
Senatorial debate only on CNN Philippines.
Welcome back.
This is the CNN Philippines senatorial debate ahead of the May 13 elections. We are live from the University of Santo Tomas here in Manila. I'm Pia Ontiveros.
And I'm Pinky Webb. We're asking now our 11 senatorial candidates questions that matter most to the Filipino people. I'm gonna go, diretso na ako, Pia, para meron pa tayong time, no? Our next question is still on China. General Bato, Pilo? Okay, sir. Magandang picture yun. Okay, it's about China. This time, let's talk about the growing presence of Chinese nationals in the country, which the Senate naman is investigating. May we invite Chel Diokno and Glenn Chong to move up to the podium for our next face-off. Ito na po. Our unemployment rate is 5.2%. As of January this year, that totals about 2.2 million Filipinos who are actively looking for a job but can't find one. That's 2.2 million Filipinos. Here's the question, gentlemen. How do you ensure that qualified Filipino workers are not denied jobs? Let's start with Chel Diokno.
I will add to that statistic. You know, among the youth, the unemployment rate is 3 to 4 times higher than the total unemployment rate. So yung talagang nalulugi pag binibigay natin sa ibang bansa yung mga trabaho na yan ay ang ating kabataan. Dapat talaga maayos natin itong problema. There are loopholes in the law that the government is allowing Chinese workers in through that have to be plugged. They claim that, pwede naman yan kasi meron mga regulation na nakakapasok sila on tourist visa and then later bibigyan ng permit. Bakit tayo papayag dyan? That should change. We have to give priority to our people, especially our young people. Dapat sila ang mabigyan ng prioridad sa pagbibigay ng trabaho. Alam niyo, pag sinama natin ang unemployment rate at ang underemployment rate, aabot halos sa 18% ang ating problema. At why are we going to give this to other countries when we need those jobs for our people?
So sa immigrations po, sir, no? Immigrations. Okay.
All right, Glenn Chong, go ahead, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chinese, but remember, at birth, I am not at liberty to choose my name. But now that I am of age, I am at liberty to choose where my heart will lie. And this heart lies with this country, the Republic of the Philippines. Now, with respect to this influx of Chinese, you can expect me to investigate them. I want these Chinese, if they are not qualified to work in the Philippines, they should be kicked out. No conditions. Under the labor code, meron po tayong mga conditions under which foreign workers may be allowed to work in the Philippines. But if these Chinese are not qualified, they should be kicked out of the country. No ifs, no buts. That's my sternest position on the issue.
Right. Maraming salamat. At madaming gustong sumagot dito. I just want to add something, so many people are watching us right now. We'd like to thank everyone watching us. Pia, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. And ang dami daw nilang mga comments. So candidates, galingan nyo pa.
Daming comments sa social media.
Marami
Trending.
din. Yes, that's right. So now, we go next to the people behind. Sino ho?
Ang daming
Pia, mauna ka
kamay na nakataas. Kong Gary Alejano.
With the present situation is this government has adopted the quiet diplomacy. That means wala kang sasabihin, wala kang gagawin that will offend China. Kahit yung pagpunta dito sa Pilipinas, nag-hesitate ang lahat dahil China yan. That's the problem kung lumuluhod ka sa China. So ang ating dapat tingnan, makatayo tayo sa ating sariling paa para hindi dapat sunod-sunuran tayo sa China. Example sa Boracay, kinlose natin yan for the purpose na linisin. Pagbukas ng Boracay, nag-increase ng 30% ang businesses sa mga Chinese, including the workers kahit walang mga permits. Na-display sa mga Pilipino, kasama yung mga Ilonggo, Capisnon, Antiqueño, na wala sila ng trabaho na dapat sa kanila. Pinapaabot mo sa akin, nakakalungkot na instead na matuloy yung trabaho nila, nabibigay pa sa ibang mga dayuhan, especially China. And you should remember, 3/4 ng mga nahuhuling nationals sa illegal drugs sa Pilipinas ay Chinese.
Salamat po, sir. Before we go to the next candidate to speak, we just wanted to acknowledge the presence of the chairman of the Commission on Elections, Chairman Abbas. Sir, please.
Chairman Abbas.
Uy, palakpakan niyo si Chairman Abbas. Siya ang COMELEC chairman. Sila po ang nagbibilang ng boto ninyo. All right.
Yeah, let's go to Samira Gutok. Go ahead, ma'am.
As a senator, you should question the executive official saying na tamad ang Pilipino. Hindi tamad ang Pilipino, skilled ang Pilipino. We are skilled and we have to fill up the vacancy that is provided right now in the country. Ang daming walang trabaho. We have to protect our labor force. Preferential treatment has to be reminded. And no contract should say that ang mason, ang karpentero ay Chinese. We need Filipinos to be carpenters. Ano ba naman yung insulto? Hindi ba tayo marunong magmason?
Good point that Samira Gutok brought up. We're going to ask Dindo Manhit to weigh in on this. How skilled are our Filipino workers? Dindo.
Thank you for... Hello?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Hello? Thank you for bringing that up, Ms. Samira. It brings to mind millions of Filipinos or overseas Filipino workers being hired all over the world. It just speaks of one thing, that these are qualified and highly skilled Filipinos. And when you look at data that shows that 47% of Filipinos, in terms of most urgent concern, is income or livelihood. And another 43% says they want job. It makes you think, why are we opening the country to foreign workers when there are enough Filipinos who are skilled and qualified to work? So I'm hoping that maybe we should ask ourselves, why do we need Chinese workers at all?
Yun ang tanong. Isa-isa, maybe, the question is, do we need Chinese?
Why do we need Chinese workers at all? I think that would be a good question for the other candidates who want to speak, but we're going to go first to Rafi Alunan, sir. Can you take that question from Dindo? Why do we need Chinese workers at all?
I agree with everybody. We don't need Chinese workers here because we have a large unemployment rate. And many of our regions are very poor, especially Muslim Mindanao. There's Eastern Visayas. There's also the Cordilleras. What we need to do is improve our education so that our people become employable. We should also revive our agriculture, our manufacturing, and our tourism so we can get as many jobs as possible and livelihood opportunities. Okay? Now, one thing, I'd like to add one thing. In our education, we should be multilingual. We should know Chinese, we should know Japanese, we should know English so that we can take the place of these people who are taking out our Filipinos and Filipino Chinese here in our own country. If you go to Binondo, marami ho nagagalit na mga Filipino-Chinese natin, mga Chinoys, sapagkat tinutulak sila ng mga mainline Chinese. If we have enough Filipinos speaking in Chinese and in other languages, we'll be able to prevent foreigners from working in our country. Maraming salamat.
Salamat po, Sec Rafi. There were other hands up down here.
Maliwanag po na ayaw natin ng mga magnanakaw. Bakit pinapayagan ng ating gobyerno na nakawin ang ating mga trabaho? Yan ang hindi po natin alam. Dahil maliwanag naman po, kung ang ating mga kontratang pinapasukan ng ating gobyerno sa bansang China ay nagpapabor sa mga manggagawang Chino, dapat labanan po natin yan. Ngayon, yung isa pang problema po natin, yung mga pumapasok dito under tourist visa. Kailangan mas mahigpit po tayo dito. May problema po tayo sa enforcement. Alam ng BID yan. Kapag makapasok na yan, hindi nila matrace kung paano nila papaalisin itong mga Chinese nationals. Kaya kailangan mahigpit po ang visa, pagbibigay ng visa sa ating mga pumapasok na Chinese. Nandiyan rin po yung usapin ng DOLE. May problema rin po sa enforcement. So, importante po yan.
Let's get Kong Glenn Chong to respond to that. Erin brought up that very important issue. Yung mga pumapasok na naka-tourist visa, sir.
Yes, we have to strengthen our immigration policies on the Chinese, on the influx of Chinese tourists. But we have to take into account also that there are legitimate Chinese tourists and they bring money into our economy, they give jobs to our people. What we have to strengthen is the enforcement of our immigration laws within the country. We have to weed them out when they have exceeded the terms of their stay in the Philippines.
Can you be more specific in enforcement of immigration law? So how do you trace them, no? Papasok ng tourist visa, kung hindi talaga turista, paano natin malalaman?
I think, ma'am, we have the existing infrastructure on immigration enforcement. We need to put in more funds for intelligence gathering and enforcement and remove them from the Philippines.
Thank you. Kong Glenn Chong, Attorney Romy Mac.
Ang ating pamahalaan ay nangako ng trabaho, pero hindi para sa mga Pilipino. Iyon pala ay para sa mga Chino. Kaya yan ang problema ngayon sa ating bansa. Now the main question is, how do we resolve the influx of these Chinese tourists? Ang kailangan po, ihalal ninyo ang 8 diretso at tiyak, hindi po mangyayari yan. Kami ang inyong ihalal. Dapat pa bang i-memorize yan?
Salamat po.
Ito na lang, last na dahil nga pinag-uusapan yung pagpasok ng illegal Chinese workers. Chel Yokno, how can we put a stop to this?
Well, first, kikwentuhan ko kayo. Nung ako'y nagpunta sa Hong Kong, may nakausap akong Pinoy doon. Sabi niya, alam niyo, attorney, pumunta ako dito noon mga 15 years ago as isang OFW. Eh ngayon, talagang naswertehan tayo. Ako'y may isang construction business. Marami po na po ako naging manggagawa. Iba't ibang mga nationality. Ang Pinoy hindi tamad. Alam niyo yung pinakatamad, sabi niya sa akin, ang mga taga-China. Ngayon, how do we stop?
Okay, thank you. Chel Yokno, Glenn Chong, thank you. Maraming salamat. You can go back to your seats now. Maraming salamat sa inyong dalawa.
We're going to go to a very brief break. This is a CNN Philippines special presentation. When we return, the topic will be the government's war on drugs. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.
Sarili. Grabe! Astig pa to! Grabe! Rock pa to! Hindi! Animo! Inuusan ng samot sa rin kulay ganyan. Pagsariwa pa ang buhay. Naglipara na sa akin. Hulihin mo ang bagay na patok sa tip. Musika panlasa at puso maingay. Gusto ko to, ako ito. Red Horse Beer. Kaya ko to. Astig ito. #1 beer.
I remember my stay at the Blue Beach Hotel on the Gold Coast and the amazing view I had from my hotel room. But it's been a while. What if there's a huge building in front of it now? Thankfully, on Trivago, I can look up recent reviews for this hotel from Trivago's rating partners. Trivago shows whether these reviews are positive, neutral, or negative, so you can make the best decision. That's just one more way Trivago helps you find your ideal hotel. Hotel Trivago.
Stop thinking you've seen it all. Start seeing never before seen. Out of this world. Depth and detail. One giant leap for resolution. Samsung QLED 8K.
Item number 1 is now up for bidding, and bidding starts at 400 pesos. Do I hear anybody with 450? 500. We have 500 from the gentleman on the right. Thank you very much. 550. Do we hear 600? Ooh, we have 1,000. Thank you so much. 1,500 from the lady in pink. Oh wow, we are jumping to 3,000. 3,000 pesos. Do I hear 3,500? Ooh, 5,000 pesos. 5,000 pesos from the gentleman in the middle. Here, 5,500. We have 5,000 going once, twice. Okay, Congressman Bro Huwaya, sa'yo ang boto.
The BMW 7 Series has it all, from luxury, performance, and technology. Every detail of this car is first class. It offers unique technological innovations. You can control the BMW iDrive system through the iDrive controller by using the touchscreen interface, and the system responds through simple hand gestures. Welcome to the Executive Lounge. Lots of room in the rear seats that allows you to work or to simply relax. Driving at night is a different story. The BMW 7 Series has LED lights running through the vehicle's interior. The BMW Welcome Light Carpet also makes getting in and out of your car at night easy. We invite you to experience the BMW 7 Series. It is full of innovations from design, function, and comfort. Book your test drive and experience BMW today.
This is the CNN Philippines senatorial debate. Ang gusto lang naman talaga natin malaman, which among our senatorial aspirants are deserving to be in the 18th Congress. This debate will help us understand what the senatorial candidates can do for us, the Filipino people. And here's the thing, our future is in the hands of our public servants. And their political future naman is in ours when we cast our ballots on May 13.
Before we go further, we'd like to acknowledge the presence of several VIPs, VVIPs, very, very important persons. And these are Reverend Father Dexter Austria, OP. Father, please, and Reverend Father Louis Coronel, OP, of the University of Santo Tomas. Maraming salamat po for hosting our CNN Philippines senatorial debate. Ang ganda po ng pavilion ninyo, I must say. And also, we would like to acknowledge the presence of the Chair of the Parish Pastoral Council for Responsible Voting, Myla Villanueva. Myla, thank you very much for being with us today. Everybody,
thank you.
Yung iba sa inyo, nag-volunteer sa PPCRV, alam po natin kung gaano ka-importante at kahalaga ang contribution nila tuwing eleksyon. All right, now we're going to go further, go on with this debate. No, syempre ang pag-uusapan natin ngayong war and drugs. The question here is, can our senatorial candidates file and pass legislation that will keep Filipinos safe? That is one of the themes of today's debate, and we're going to talk about, like we said, this very controversial war on drugs. So we're going to be asking General Bato de la Rosa and Dean Chel Diokno to please come forward to the podiums for this face-off.
Parang uupo na ako. Tayo ka na dyan.
Upo na rin ako. Parang hahaba na naman tong diskusyon na to eh. A survey in December found that more than 60% of Filipinos are satisfied with the war on drugs. So first, the question that needs to be answered is, where are we on the war on drugs? General Bato, dahil po kayo ang first Chief PNP ng Pangulong Duterte at kayo po ang naging, you were at the center, kayo po yung naging mukha no, ng war on drugs. Can you give us your assessment?
Well, kung sabihin mo, where are we now? Malayo pa tayo sa ating mga pangarap na magkakaroon ng drug-free Philippines. Malayo pa. Pero, ikumpara mo sa previous na mga administrasyon, malaki na po ang nangyayari. Noong, ang diferensya, bibigyan ko kayo ng diferensya. Itong panahon ni President Duterte, meron pa rin droga. Pero ang droga ay imported galing sa China.
Sir, ito po ba yung...
ganito. Pero noong panahon ng ibang presidente, before President Duterte, ang droga ay hindi na-import. Dito mismo ginagawa sa Pilipinas. Yung malalaking drug laboratory, Cebu laboratory, ang dami. Kaya nung pagpasok namin, giniba namin lahat ng Cebu laboratory. Kaya wala nang nagpo-produce ng Cebu dito. Ini-import na lang sa China. So iyan ang malaking diferensya. Napakalaki po.
Ini-import, sir. Ito po yung mga dumarating dito, naka-magnetic lifter, yung mga... Sir, pati yung mga blocks of cocaine that are found floating at sea?
Well, huwag nating isama yung... Totoo yan, nangyayari dito sa atin. Pero alam mo, hanggat hindi magkakaroon ng napaka-exhaustive investigation, we cannot come up with a conclusion about these blocks of cocaine.
Okay.
Puro tayo mga... haka-haka lang kung anong nangyayari dyan.
Okay, sir, briefly, sabi po ninyo, malayo pa po tayo.
Ha?
Malayo pa. No? Before
Malayo
we can say
pa.
this is a success. Because?
Malayo pa.
Because?
Because meron pa rin droga, nakakapasok.
Okay, alright.
Alam mo paano yan para matakot na magpapasok ng droga dito? Ha? Ibalik natin ang death penalty para sa mga drug traffickers.
Okay.
Tingnan natin. Tingnan natin.
Okay, wait ibang topic po yan mamaya. Babalikan po natin, sandali lang po. Dean Chel Diokno, your assessment on where we are in the war of drugs. Yun muna po.
Kalokohan po yan, death penalty na yan.
Sir,
It's not...
Sir, I'm sorry. We'll talk about the death penalty later po, but can we just focus first on the war on drugs?
If we
An
want to
assessment
stop
of where
the
it
war
is.
on drugs, then we have to be sure and certain that those who are doing this get punished. The big problem is, ang tinitira nila ay puro mga maliliit na pusher. Ang tinitira nila puro mahihirap. Nasaan ang mga drug lord? Ito ang tanong ko. Drugs cannot operate in this country unless it is organized. Alam natin na pumapasok dito ang mga cartel. Ma-identify natin yan dahil hindi gagalaw ang droga kung hindi rin gumalaw ang pera. Nasaan ang AMLA? Nasaan ang mga ahensya ng ating pamahalaan? Ba't hindi nila binubuksan ang mga account ng mga drug lord na yan? Alam ng ating pamahalaan kung sino yung mga yan. Ang totoo, takot, hindi nila kayang labanan yung mga drug lord na yan. Kaya ang tinitira, puro mahihirap lang.
May rebuttal muna si General Bato.
Dapat kasi, bago kayo sumausaw sa war on drugs, alamin muna ninyo yung istruktura ng drug syndicate. Ang istruktura ng drug syndicate ay pyramidal in shape. Pyramid na ang sa dulo, kukunti lang yung mga drug lord, mas marami ang mga nasa baba na mahirap. If you wage sa war on drugs, you cannot be selective in implementation of justice. Hindi mo pwede sabihin, hindi natin yan trabahuin dahil mahirap lang yan. Unahin natin yung mayaman. Hindi natin pwede sabihin, unahin ang mayaman, mamaya na yung mahirap. Pag sinabi mo war on drugs, ratsada yan lahat, tatamaan dapat.
Okay. Ang rebuttal...
Wala kami piliin.
Ang rebuttal, pasensya na, Chel, ay si, sige, Attorney Romy Mac, tapos si Erin Tanyala. Go ahead, sir. Rebuttal.
Alam nyo mga kaibigan, nakakatakot yung sinabi ni General Bato na malayo pa tayo sa resolution ng war on drugs. Kawawa naman yung mahigit at 20,000 na pinatay, biktima ng EJK. Kung malayo pa tayo para masugpo ang war on drugs na ito, itong drug problem, ilang libo pa ang dapat patayin para lamang masugpo yan. Yan ba ang kinakailangan natin? Katapos sasabihin kailangan ng death penalty. Wala pa ba tayo
ubus na po ang
death
oras.
penalty sa panahong ito?
Thank you,
Time is
Attorney
up,
Romy
sir.
Mac. Teka,
Sumagot ni General
sasagot
Bato.
muna si General Bato.
Alam nyo kasi,
Sir, sandali lang po. Sir, sandali lang po. Again, an appeal to the audience. An appeal to the audience, please. Silence first. Please listen to everyone. General Bato, you have 30 seconds again.
alam mo kasi, Atty. Macarumi, doon lang kayo nakatutok, naawa lang kayo doon sa mga nangamatay na puser. Hindi ninyo titindan kung ilan ang mga nagiging biktima nito, mga puser na ito, mga inosente, mga bata, mga ni-rape, mga bata na pinatay, ni-rap nito mga tao na ito. Hindi nyo binibilang. Doon lang kayo nakabilang sa mga masasama na namamatay.
Okay. Let's go to Samira Gutok.
Ma'am? Sorry, ma'am.
Lalapit lang kami ng konti.
Okay.
Sir Bato, Sir Bato, ang problema po, sir, yung drug prevention programming natin, nabigyan ba natin ng budget? Yung ating badak, yung ating mga barangay drug councils. Nauna tayo, sir, sa killing before prevention. So ang aking problema, sir, strengthen, before makisawsaw ka, sir, sa war on drugs, sawsawan mo muna yung strengthening the pillars of justice system.
Thank you, Ma'am Samira.
Alam nyo, alam nyo, madali lang yan sabihin yung ganyan eh. Dahil nga, hindi kayo ang nakaharap sa mga adik na mga siraulo. Kung ikaw ang pulis na nakipagparilan doon sa mga adik, ano kayang pakiramdam mo? Ano ba? You have to preserve yourself. Kaya dipinsahan mo sarili mo. Hindi pa pwede yung, pwede tayo mag-war on drugs na walang patayan. Anong klase pag-iisip yan? Gusto mo ikaw lang mamamatay? Hindi mo dipinsahan sarili mo? Magpapabaril ka na sa mga adik? Hindi pa pwede yan. Kailangan i-enforce natin ang batas. Kailangan. Kasi, hindi tayo mag-war on drugs. Nasaan na tayo ngayon kung hindi nag-launch si President Duterte ng war on drugs? Baka lahat ng kabataan natin ngayon, mga sumbi na, naglalakad sa kalsada, na siraulo na. O kaya nagiging...
Time is up, sir.
Salamat po, General Bato.
Nagiging narco-state na tayo.
Okay.
0-0.
All right, one last comment from Pilo Hilbay, and since Glenn Chong is raising his hand, we'd like to hear from him also. Pilo Hilbay and then Glenn Chong.
General Bato, walang problema ang mga Pilipino sa war on drugs. Ang problema ng mga Pilipino ay yung sa walang saysay na patayan. Sa lahat ng sinabi mo, ang ibabalik ko sa iyo ay ang sinabi ng Pangulo mismo. The problem on drugs has worsened. Pagkatapos ng maraming patayan, pagkatapos ng teorya ng patayan, ang problema ng droga mas matindi pa ngayon. Your war on drugs has failed.
All right. Sir, sandali lang po.
Ibat mo na ako.
Sir, sandali lang. May add lang. We will just add something. Kasi yung kanina, may nabanggit po tayong isang survey na 95%, very supportive of the war.
95%.
I'm sorry, 60% supportive of the war on drugs. Pero,
yung 95, they want captured.
Yes. Pero yung 95% want suspects arrested and they want them alive. Para buhayin po natin. So, but sir, very calmly, let us...
paano ako magkakalma?
Sir,
ang dami nila, ako lang isa.
Sir,
kailangan bigyan ko ng diin.
Kasi
wawalo sila, ako lang isa.
Sir, kasi yung iba medyo hindi nakarating, pero siguro dahil kaya ni General Bato sumagot.
Kaya ko yan.
Ganon. Okay.
Ang taong walang tinatago, hindi natatakot sumagot.
Sige, sir.
Sige.
Go ahead.
Okay. Ano yung sinabi niya? Kalimutan ko to.
Yung sir, gusto niyo sumagot muna si Glenn.
Ganito. Alam ninyo, alam mo, Atty. Hilbay, how dare you say that the war on drugs is a failure? Napakasakit sa amin. Ang dami sa amin na mamatay sa gira na ito. Failure pa rin. Paano mo ngayon sasagutin yung survey ng SWS na nagsasabi na 66.66% of Filipinos believe that the number of drug addicts in their area has gone down. Paano mo yung masasabi?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay. Puntahan naman natin. Inumin mo.
We are going to go to Glenn Chong.
We're gonna have to go to Glenn Chong now. Siguro kasi nag-evolve na. Is the drug campaign, the war on drugs, a success or a failure? Glenn Chong, go ahead.
Dito ako. Nung umuwi po ako sa amin sa Cebu, sumakay po ako ng metered cab. Dumaan kami sa port area. At ang sabi po sa akin ng driver, sir, dati walang nakakadaan dito. Puro namamatay. Dahil yung number 1 poster dito, pumapatay talaga ng hold up. Pero nung namatay po ang poster na yon, this neighborhood has become peaceful and silent. Kahit yung mga tao, nakakapaglakad na po sila. Kahit sa gabi. I'm just stating what I heard from first hand sa isang taxi driver.
Time is up,
Kasi
sir.
totoo yung sinabi ni General Bato.
Glenn Chong, your time is up.
But we're going to listen also to JV Ejercito, Senator JV. Sir, kasi hindi po kayo nag-iisa. Marami po kayong kasama. Okay.
As I always say, believe in your Senate. The Senate as the last bastion will always protect human lives. Alam po ni General Bato nung kamakailan, nung isang taon, yung pong Oplan double barrel, dahil very controversial, ay tinanggal po ng Senado nung budget briefing. Kaya nga po ngayon, ang operation ng drugs ay bihira na yung talagang sinatawag na EJK. Madalas kasi nasama na rin po ang media. So hindi po papayagan ng Senado ang ganon.
Okay. May isa pa pong, sandali lang po, may isa pa pong kakampi si General Bato, si Rafi Alunan. Siya po naging DILG Secretary nung panahon ni FBR. Sir, go ahead.
Ito lang po masasabi ko. Noong 1995, sinabihan ako ng Drug Enforcement Agency sa Amerika that we're watching the Philippines closely because narco politics is setting in. If you don't stop it, you'll become a narco state. 2016, 2019, ang tanong namin during the past 3 years is, ano nangyari? At ang laki ng sunog. Why didn't we able to stop it? Why weren't we able to stop it? So, if you ask me, one of the ways of solving this problem, because it's still work in progress, reform the criminal justice system. Very, very important. Number 2, we have to make sure that our Internal Security Act is strengthened so that the criminal syndicates operating outside and in the Philippines are stopped.
And is it going to help if we release a narco list? Will it help? Does it help? Releasing a narco list, does it help, sir? Very briefly. The release of a narco list, does it help, sir?
Releasing the narco list depends on how well the information has been properly sifted by the intelligence services and if it's justiciable. Because it's very, very important for people to know that there's a threat out there, and if they make a mistake in the elections of voting the same drug lords, then we'll be in trouble.
All right, thank you, sir.
Ito na. Attorney Chel Diokno and Aaron Tanyada. Bahala na kayo, who wants to go first?
Nakakabahala po yung sinabi po ni General Bato. Sabi po niya, tatsulok po yung war on drugs. Kailangan walisin po yung nasa ilalim. Ang problema po dito, halos 25,000 na po ang death under investigation. Ano ba ang nangyayari po dito? Hindi po natin alam kung sino po ang pumapatay sa mga collateral damage na ito. So ito yung kailangan po natin tignan. Ito ang nagiging epekto ng war on drugs, yung mga death under investigation.
Attorney Chel, go ahead.
Si Kian De Los Santos ba ay drug pusher? Yung mga libo-libo na napatay, lahat ba yan ay drug pusher? Yung mga listahan na yan, hindi naman ang batehan yan ay ebidensya. Ang listahan na yan ay, ang batehan yan ay hearsay. Kung talagang gusto natin maayos itong problema ng droga, ayusin natin yung ating sistema ng hustisya. Hindi pwede manggaling sa gatilyo ng baril ang hustisya. Kailangan manggagaling sa kamay ng ukom. There's no other solution.
Okay. Okay. Attorney Chel, thank you. General Bato, one more. Please go ahead, sir.
Dapat, every time may magsasalita doon, magre-rebut din ako. Di ba? That's the rule, dapat. I have to rebut that. yung Kian de los Santos case, nasaan na ngayon pumatay? Di ba nakakulong na mga pulis na yun? Dahil hindi tinutolerate ng PNP yung mga siraulong pulis. Talagang kinasuhan, kinulong ang mga pulis na yan. Our internal cleansing program is ongoing. Kaya nga napansin nyo, maraming pulis ang nahuhuli ngayon dahil noon, pinapabayaan lang. Pero ngayon, meron tayong matinding internal cleansing program, kaya nahuhuli ang mga pulis na yan.
Okay na.
General Bato, thank you very much.
Yeah,
And
Attorney Chel, thank you. Also,
thank you very much
maraming
for
salamat.
this face-off. Sir, inom lang po kayo ng tubig sandali. While we go on a break, we need to go to a very brief break. This is the CNN Philippines senatorial debate. We've had a heated discussion, China, the war on drugs. We're going to talk next about the death penalty.
It was brought up a while ago. That after a short break.
We'll be right back.
Sa maling bato, masisira ang buhay mo. Sa tamang bato, gaganda ang buhay mo. Aling bato ang pipiliin mo?
Bato, bato, pick! Bato, bato, pick!
Good! Pick Bato sa Senado.
Itaga mo sa bato, Bato de la Rosa para sa Senado. Numero 24 sa balota.
Sa bato!
Marvel's Avengers Endgame Insulated Tumbler and Mug Collection by Petron. Get a tumbler or a mug for every 500 peso purchase of Petron products. Only at Petron. Marvel Studios Avengers Endgame in cinemas April 24.
Electricity is all around us. It is very useful, powering everything from your cell phone, tablet, laptop, to electrical appliances at home. But just as it is precious, electricity can also be dangerous if we're not cautious around it. How do you stay safe around electricity and electrical appliances? Never touch electrical appliances with wet hands, and never bring electrical appliances in the bathroom. Water can conduct electricity, which can cause an electric shock to the body. Never stick any object into a power socket, except a power plug. Always pull a plug from its head, not the wire. Do it carefully so that you don't damage it. Always cover open sockets and damaged electrical cords to avoid electrocution. And when playing with kites and balloons, always stay away from power lines. Electricity can cause injuries and even death. Anywhere and anytime, we need to be careful so that we can be safe with our parents in our homes and enjoy the power electricity is giving us.
Designed to get back from any adventure. Every day without fail.
I'm getting stronger!
Being tough is not enough, so we keep testing. In the pursuit of ultimate toughness and reliability, the new Strata, engineered beyond tough.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
Trivago filters by average guest rating based on millions of reviews across multiple websites. So when I read excellent cleaning, I know I can rest easy in my ideal hotel. Hotel Trivago.
Welcome back to the CNN Philippines senatorial debate. We have 62 people running for senator in the May 13 midterm elections. I'm Pia Ontiveros.
And I'm Pinky Webb. Pia, we have 11 of them here on stage sitting side by side. And later on, hindi na yan sitting side by side because we're going to
They
talk
will
about...
stand side by side
Right.
because the next topic is capital punishment, the death penalty. It's been 13 years since capital punishment was abolished. Candidates, hindi lang po ito a show of hands at hindi lang po ito yes or no. We will ask you to explain your vote. Please tell us if you are for the reimposition of the death penalty. Please come here to this podium where I'm standing. And if you are against the death penalty, please go to that other podium where Pinky will be. Candidates, please.
For
Ito po yung
or
for the death
against
penalty.
The death penalty.
For. Yes. Saan ka pupunta? Ah, doon. Gary Alejandro, saan ka pupunta?
Dito
Gary?
ako sa gitna.
Diyan kasi gitna. Dito tayo sa gitna. Okay. Alright.
Panalo ako.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 against the death penalty.
Ganun ba? Numbers lang ba? Okay.
Oo.
Let's see what the explanation is. What the explanations are. So we're going to begin with Rafi Alunan. Sir, please, you have a minute to explain why you are for the reimposition of the death penalty.
I'm for the reimposition of the death penalty for drugs.
All right.
But in addition to that, I'm also in favor of death penalty for other crimes against humanity, like, for example, terrorism, rape of the environment, murder, human trafficking, and of course, corruption. All of these are crimes against humanity. They are threats to our national security. We're the only country in Asia, I think, that doesn't have the death penalty. Criminals operate here freely without any fear. So the death penalty must be reimposed, but at the same time, we have to reform the criminal justice system because swift justice plus the death penalty will prevent, for the most part, criminals from carrying out their crimes against humanity. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Secretary Alunan. General Bato?
Tapusin na natin yung mga pro.
Yung pro
sige.
muna.
O gusto nyo salitan?
Pro muna.
Salitan daw.
Salitan.
O sige. Congressman Gary Alejandro, you go.
Pero kung Gary kanina nag-hesitate po kayo, akala ko pupunta kayo dito.
Sinawakan lang ako eh. Nire-recruit ako doon.
Nire-recruit ka. Okay.
Unang-una, hindi ako pabor ng death penalty kasi unang-una, hindi maayos ang justice system sa ating bansa. Ang mapapatay lamang ay mahihirap. Tingnan niyo yung mga batas natin ngayon. May kinukulong dahil nagnakaw, pero yung bilyon-bilyon nagnakaw, nakakalaya. So, ibig sabihin, papatayin mo lang ang mahihirap, pero itong mga mayayaman ay hindi mapapatay dahil sa justice system natin. Ngayon, tingnan natin, meron na tayong practically death penalty simula ng 2016 hanggang ngayon, libu-libong napatay. Natigil ba ang droga? Nadeter ba sila? Hindi. Kasi walang certainty na mahuli sila at ma-prosecute. Kaya nga po, hindi po ako pabor dyan dahil ang mahihirap lamang ang papatayin niyan.
Thank you. Teka, kasi mas marami kayo eh.
Okay.
Kong Neri muna. Attorney Romy Max. Sige po.
Talagang may problema itong walang kamatayang death penalty na ito. Alam niyo, hindi kailangan ng death penalty. Ang kinakailangan natin ay proper implementation of the law. Hindi yung severity of punishment, kundi paano ini-implement ang ating batas sa ating bansa. Kung talagang madali ma-implement yan, walang problema. Nakita mo naman tayo, pag tayo pumupunta sa ibang bansa, sumusunod tayo sa batas. Pero bakit dito hindi sumusunod sa batas? Dahil mabagal ang ating hustisya sa ating bansa. Katunayan, kahit sa report ng Amnesty International, mahigit na 100 nasyon na dating may death penalty, inalis na nila ang death penalty na yan sapagkat maging sila'y naniniwala na hindi yan katibayan na mawawala ang mabibigat na krimen sa ating bansa. Kung ikaw ba'y ang mga salarin ba rito sa ating bansa ay nag-iisip man lang ng death penalty, hindi nila iniisip yan dahil mahina ang ating justice system.
Thank you, sir.
Romy Mac.
Balik po tayo dito sa the reimposition of the death penalty. General Bato de la Rosa.
Sa akin, ang reimposition ng death penalty ay hindi para sa lahat. Ako, dito lang ako sa pinaka-urgent na issue na kailangan ma-address natin. Ito lang death penalty ko ay para lang sa mga drug traffickers. Dahil alam natin, sinasabi ni Gary Alejandro, totoo yun. Ang nabibita yung mga mahirap lang dahil walang pambayad sa kaso. Pero Dito tayo ngayon magkukonsentrate sa mga mayayaman. Ito yung mga tao na nagpapabaha ng shabu sa ating bansa. Ito yung mga tao na nagpapayaman at na-express sa ating mga kabataan. Kaya sabi nila, Bato, dahan-dahan ka dyan sa yung death penalty dahil ma-turn off sa'yo yung church, lalo na yung Catholic Church dahil pro-life yan. Sabi ko, ako ay isang Katoliko. Hanggang mamatay ako, hindi ko magpapalit ng aking reliyon. Katoliko ako. Pero ngayon nakikita ko na we are now at the crossroads on making the right decision. Kung kaninong buhay ang dapat natin isasalba. Ito bang buhay na isang konbiktadong Chinese drug lord o buhay ng libong-libong kabataang Pilipino na nasisira kinabukasan dahil sa illegal na droga? Pumili na tayo.
Okay,
Salamat
next,
po. General Bato.
Bilbay. Go ahead, sir.
Ang death penalty po ay isang maingay pero mababaw at walang kwentang sagot sa isang malalim na problema. Kahit 10 beses mong patawan ng death penalty ang drug lord, kung hindi mo naman inuhuli, kung hindi mo naman nahuhuli, walang kwenta ang death penalty mo. Ang solusyon po sa problema ng kriminalidad ay ang isang efficient, predictable, and affordable na justice system. Para lang po yan yung mga driver dito sa Manila at sa Subic. Sa Manila, kung ano-ano po ang sistema ng pagdadrive. Pero pagdating natin sa Subic, takot na takot tayo dahil alam natin na mahuhuli tayo. Ganyan din po ang death penalty. It's the predictability of the punishment that deters the crime, not the severity of the penalty itself. Salamat po.
Bilbay, thank you. O, isa pa. Congressman
Samira Buto.
Sige.
Sir Bato, what death penalty are you talking about? You're already doing death penalty outside. Death penalty, namamatay yung tao sa labas. Riding in tandem, pumapatay ang mga tao. Recklessly, ma'am. Sorry, it's true. I don't know if you live in Mindanao and Makati and NCR. Namamatay po yung mga tao. Yes po. Totoo yan, namamatay sila. And you don't even have a surveillance by which you check if it's true yung data na binibigay natin. No to death penalty because we know, Sir Bato, kaharap namin ang mga biktima. Humaharap po kami sa rehas. Humaharap kami sa mga pamilyang umiiyak. Wala kayong survivorship fund. Walang imbestiga sa mga pulis na guilty. You do not have zero investigation. No to death penalty.
Thank you to Samira Gutok.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
go to the
get
other side
Glenn Chong first, and then I think magre-rebuttal si General Bato, but Glenn Chong first. Go ahead, sir.
We propose a death penalty that is only handed by the courts, not by any person outside of the judicial system. We propose a whole reform, a whole package of reforms in the justice system na mapabilis po ang paggulong ng hustisya upang maging epektibo po ang ating justice system. The death penalty is only an option for the state for the most incorrigible of criminals. That is why I reserve only my support for the death penalty only for plunder, ito mga magnanakaw na mga politiko, for election sabotage, ito magnanakaw ng ating mga boto, for heinous crimes committed by persons in authority, and for drug trafficking. So ito po ang 4 na crimes that I'm willing to support to give an option to the state for the most incorrigible of criminals. Yung wala na talagang pag-asa. Bakit tayo gagastos na pakainin at buhayin ang mga walang pag-asa at pagbigat lang sa bayan? Maraming salamat po.
Salamat po, Congressman Glenn Chong.
You're next.
Tingnan po natin yung ebidensya. Nung meron tayong death penalty noon, bumababa ang crime rate for heinous crimes. 8 ang na-execute nung panahon nila Ramos at ni Erap, pero hindi bumaba ang crime rate. So hindi deterrent ang death penalty sa pagsasagawa ng mga krimen. At mismo, ang ating Korte Suprema, People versus Mateo, 2004, anong sinabi ng ating Korte Suprema? 70% nang nabigyan ng death penalty, nagkamali pala ang trial court. Nung panahon na yon, may 1,000 na nasa death row. Ang ibig sabihin, yung 700 dun sa 1,000, hindi pala dapat nabigyan ng death penalty. Isipin nyo, kung na-execute lahat yon, ay mali pala. Hindi pala dapat hindi pala sila nabigyan ng death sentence. Mababawi pa ba natin ang buhay nila? Hindi na po. Sa aming pag-aaral, ang talagang natatamaan at nagdudusa sa death penalty ang mahihirap.
Attorney Chell, thank you. Congressman Nery Colmenares, sir. You're next.
Ang isang problema po na ako sa aming mga kasamaan sa Kongreso, ang solusyon nila palagi sa problema, penalty trap, katulad ng death penalty. Ang problema, hindi naman swift and sure ang justice system kasi. Ang solusyon, swift and sure ang justice system. Na kahit 5 taon, 10 taon lang yung kulong mo, pero sigurado ka, 99% makukulong ka, yan ang tunay na deterrence. Pero, kung hindi naman swift and sure ang justice system, pwede mong bayaran si pulis, si piskal, si judge. Minsan, ma-appoint ka pang advisor na presidente. Ang drug lord ay tuloy ang droga. Yun po ang problema. Kaya ang solusyon, Mr. President, economic dapat ang solusyon. Iangat ang buhay ng mamamayan para wala nang mag-i-involve sa drug pushing at lalabanan natin ang drug lord. Huwag doon sa addict, doon sa drug lord. Maraming salamat po.
Senator J.V. Ejercito.
At present, the Philippines has become the hub for international drug trade because of 2 things. One, our coastline is vast. We have 7,100 islands. Mahirap po bantayan ang ating pong coastline. Pangalawa, we are only one of 2 countries in Asia that repealed death penalty. Kung kaya't ako po ay reconsider death penalty only for high-level drug trafficking until mag-normalize ang ating pong sitwasyon. Nung nandun po si General Bato, naalala ko, siya po ang head ng Bucor, may isa pong revelation, ang isang Chinese drug trafficker. Kaya daw sila hindi natatakot dahil walang death penalty sa Pilipinas. Kung meron ka cellphone, pwede ka pang magnegosyo. Buti na lang ng panahon niya, binan niya na ang cellphone. Kung doon pumunta ka sa Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, pipirma ka ng immigration card, nakalagay, death to all drug traffickers. If only to be a deterrent. Yun lang ang gusto ko makita for the government to say, we mean business in fighting against drug traffickers.
Salamat, Senator J.V. Ejercito. 7 of our candidates tonight are not for the reimposition of the death penalty.
We still have
Erin pa pala.
Yeah, we still have Erin Tanyada.
Okay.
Erin, go ahead.
Hindi mo na ako pinapansin, ha?
Sorry? I'm so sorry.
Hindi,
ako tapos ka na.
Again, paulit-ulit lang po tayo dito eh. Yung certainty of arrest, certainty of judicial prosecution, certainty of punishment ang kailangan. Ang problema po, ang nagiging patakaran po, ang tinitignan po ng ating mga kapulisan ay yung arrest aspect lamang. Pagkatapos pag sinampa yung kaso, hindi na po sila nagpa-participate. No? Merong problema sa chain of custody of evidence. Kaya nadi-dismiss yung mga kaso. Ito yung mga nagiging problema po natin. Pangatlo, importante po, merong mga international commitments po tayo na tayo po ay pumirma. Kailangan i-uphold rin po natin yan. Pang-apat po, maliwanag rin po, tignan rin po natin yung problema ng ating Public Attorney's Office. Sa dami po ng kaso hinahawakan po nila, kung merong inosente na hindi makakuha ng tamang representasyon, sila po ay pwedeng patayin. Kaya ito yung problema po natin.
Thank you.
Salamat po, Kong Erin Tanyada. Let's have all the candidates take your seats first. Relax ng konti because we need to take a very brief break. This is the CNN Philippine senatorial debate.
We'll be right back.
down your travel time with AutoSweep RFID to go. The good news is, registration now is hassle-free. And get this kit for free in 3 easy steps. Here's how. While on queue, our our customer service representative will offer you the Auto Sweep RFID to go. Step 1. Pay initial load of 300 pesos. Then, hand your QR ticket. Step 2. Install the sticker, since it's pre-encoded and pre-activated. Step 3. Test the kit, and you're ready to go. That's it. But a few reminders before you leave. Use your RFID in Skyway, SLEX, NAIA-X, Star Tollway, and T-Plex. To continue traveling with ease and convenience, check your balance by calling our hotline. And reload your Auto Sweep RFID to go at any of our reloading partners. Don't forget to register your account on www.autosweeprfid.com. To enjoy more perks, upgrade to premium. Get your Auto Sweep RFID to go today for fast and hassle-free travel wherever you go.
What you do in a hotel is up to you. To find your ideal one, just use Trivago. Simply type in what you want in your hotel and Trivago will help you find it. It's that easy. Hotel Trivago.
The BMW X1 has a young, rugged, and athletic design. The BMW X1 doesn't compromise interior space. Check out the raised roofline and elevated power front seats, which gives the driver more road visibility. This car is powered by the award-winning BMW twin-power turbo diesel engine. It produces 190 horsepower and 400 Nm of torque. It also features the BMW xDrive intelligent all-wheel drive system that gives enhanced stability and maximized traction to help you stay on course. The BMW X1 is a dynamic and versatile sports activity vehicle that offers power, luxury, and style. Book your test drive and experience BMW today.
Welcome back, everyone. We are here today because we believe that a political debate is a very important tool for a working democracy.
You know, Pinky and everyone today, in spite of the cheering and the heckling and the heated debate, our goal is to really give Filipino voters a chance to compare the candidates' positions on major policy issues so that you can make an informed decision come May 13. So candidates, we want to thank you very much for joining us in today's debate, and we hope that kahit papaano this will help also in your campaigns. At nagpapasalamat din po kami dahil malamig pa rin ang mga ulo ninyo. So, thank you so much for being
all
here.
our 11 candidates on stage, maraming salamat po sa inyo. In a fully functioning democracy, the three branches of government are separate and co-equal. Our next question is addressed to the following: Rafi Alunan, JV Ejercito, Glenn Chong, and Bato de la Rosa. As a senator, how will you preserve this system of checks and balances in government? Let's go to Rafi Alunan first.
It's very simple. In the Senate, I will exercise legislative oversight. I will look at the performance of the executive branch and determine whether they're properly implementing the laws that we passed. And if there are problems in the implementation, that's when we have committee hearings to figure out what's wrong so that we can fix the problem if the problem is in legislation. If the problem is in the executive branch, then we will have to lean on the executive branch to do much better.
Thank you, sir. Senator J.V. Ejercito, you're next.
One of the essential functions of legislation is in the budget. And being the defender of most of the government's major departments, DOTR, DLG, and DOH, I can proudly say that we have maintained our independence. The President, for that matter, does not really force the issue. He respects our decision. Doon po namang sa kanina po nabanggit ko, when it comes to the yung pong CCTV system, no, for example, which was supposedly given to a Chinese company named Huawei, no, yan po ay tinurn down, yan po ay ni-strike off ng Senado, no, because of the territorial dispute with China, and the President respected that decision. Yung pong kanina nabanggit ko rin po, doon po sa controversial plan double barrel, tinanggap din po ni General Bato, no, siya po ay Chief PNP, niya na yan po ay tinanggal din po ng Senado. So we will always maintain our dependence, being the last bastion of democracy.
Thank you, sir. Glenn Chong, you're next. How will you preserve this system of checks and balances in government?
Sa akin pong pangangambanya, araw-araw palagi ko pong sinasabi, hindi ako hihingi ng tulong sa mga malalaking negosyo at malalaking politiko. Ako po'y bababa sa taong bayan upang magkautang ng loob sa ordinaryong mamamayan. I intend to protect the interest of the people. At ito pong gagawin ko bilang senador. I will use the power of legislation, investigation, and oversight to protect the interest of the people. Wala po akong pakialam kung sinong mga interest ang mababangga, basta ang interest po ng sambayanan ang aking pangangalagaan. Dahil sa inyo po ang aking utang na loob. I will maintain myself as an independent senator in all issues affecting the public. At bala ko po, hindi po ako makikipagkompromiso sa kahit kapwa ako po senador. Ang tangi ko lang pong gabay ang interest ng taong bayan na siyang pangangalagaan ko. At yun ang papangako ko po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you, sir. Last, General Bato de la Rosa.
Unang-una, klaruhin ko, ako'y tumakbo ng pagkasenador dahil gusto kong suportahan ang mga programa ni President Duterte. Hindi ibig sabihin, malaki po ang diferensya sa dinidiktahan at sa kayo nagko-cooperate. Kung magiging cooperative ako sa executive branch of government, hindi po yan sinasabi na dinidiktahan ako. Pero huwag po kayo mag-alala. Alam niyo, my loyalty to my party ends when my loyalty to the Filipino people begins. Yun lang po.
Salamat po, General Bato. A reminder to the audience, please behave. You know, may I just say, in 2016, ma'am, please, may I just say, in 2016, we asked security to escort some people out. All right? So please, like we said, please show respect to all the candidates. Thank you very much. Let's move on. Let's just quickly review the role of the senator. No? That is to create, amend, or repeal laws. And as has been repeatedly said by some of our candidates today, they have the power of oversight. So for our candidates, Romy Macalintal, Samira Gutok, Erin Tanyade, and Nery Colmenares, this question is for you. Do you think the office of the president has too much power? Attorney Mac, kayo po muna.
Hindi natin masasabing too much power ang isang Pangulo. Sapagkat ang mga power ng Pangulo o ng sino man sa mga elected officials are properly defined sa ating saligang batas. Hindi yung mga powers na yan ang problema. Ang problema natin, grave abuse of the exercise of these powers. Kapag ka nagkaroon ng pag-aabuso sa katungkulan, yan ang dapat nating ipinaglalaban. Grave abuse of power. Paano mo matatanggal sa Korte Suprema ang isang Chief Justice? Ganong wala namang katibayan na maaari siyang matanggal sa pamamagitan ng isang co-warrant to proceedings. Kami mga abogado at lahat ng abogado ay naniniwala hindi mo pwedeng tanggalin ang isang Chief Justice sa pamamagitan ng co-warrant to, kundi sa pamamagitan lamang ng impeachment proceedings. So it is not really enumerating the powers, but understanding if the powers are being abused by the powers or authorities.
Thank you po, Attorney Romy Mac. Next po, Samira Gutok.
There is overstretch of power when martial law is declared on one part of the country in Mindanao. There is overstretch of power when journalists are arrested. There is an overstretch of power when local governments are afraid to host the Ocho Derecho in their locations. There is overstretch of power when there is fear and judges are killed, lawyers are killed, civilians are afraid to go out in the streets. Sorry, Sir Bato. They are afraid riding in tandem. Dumami po. Galing lang ako sa Commonwealth. We have gone to the streets as NGO workers, as volunteers. There is an overstretch of power when we do not question his rape jokes and statements against women. Silence. Silence of the public means there is an overstretch of too much power by our executive, the president.
Thank you, Samira Gutok. Before we go to Erin Tanyada and Nery Colmenares, may rebuttal lang si General Bato de la Rosa, sir.
Gusto lang po akong mag-ibag. Parang kasalungatan yung sinasabi ni Samira sa sinasabi sa ordinaryong tao doon sa baba pag nakausap ko. Bakit sinasabi nila na they feel safer now compared before? Paano ba? Ayaw ba talaga natin tanggapin ang katotohanan dahil tayo ay nasa oposisyon? I cannot understand.
A brief counter, and then we go to Erin and Nery.
Sir Bato, please
Sir, sandali lang
go.
po.
Please go, Sir Bato, to Commonwealth, to Baseco, to this location. Sila mismo nagka-question sa ginagawa nyo.
All right, let's go to Erin Tanyada. Erin.
There's abuse of power when the Senate keeps quiet as the killings continue and do not have investigations. There's abuse of power when the president uses fear to conduct his policies in the country. There's abuse of power when he uses the pork barrel as a means to buy votes of congressmen and of senators. So ang kailangan po natin, mga senador na handang tumayo sa abuse of power. At wag po natin kakalimutan po, Ocho Derecho.
Okay. Bago po sumagot si Nery Colmenares, we're going to ask Senator J.V. Ejercito to speak very briefly. Nabanggit po kayo. And, you keep repeating tonight, the Senate is the last bastion of democracy. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, in our experience, si Presidente, kahit ano sabihin, pag meron kami aksyon na ginawa, nire-respeto niya. Kung ano man ang ginawa namin, halimbawa, yung pagtanggal, alam ni General Bato, yung kanina nabanggit ko na, hindi po sila umangal. Nag-comply sila dahil yan ang desisyon ng Senado, tanggalin yung controversial na Oplan double barrel. Pangalawa, doon po sa controversial na pork barrel, ang Pangulo po ang nagtanggal nung dinagdag na pork barrel.
Thank you. Senator J.V. Nery Colmenares, sir, the question for you is, does the Office of the President have too much power?
Sa ilalim po ng konstitusyon natin, napaka-powerful ang isang presidential system, ang presidente. Kaya the more reason po na dapat independent ang Senado, checks and balance ang function. Kaya hindi po ako pareho ng aking mga kasamaan sa Kongreso na lumilipat sa partido ng bagong presidente. Dahil pag lumilipat ka sa partido ng bagong presidente, nako-compromise mo ang checks and balance function ng Kongreso. Kaya the more reason ngayon na igiit natin yan. Ang Senado po hindi dapat sunod-sunuran. Nasa krisis ang ating lipunan. May krisis sa tubig, may krisis sa kuryente, may krisis sa mataas na presyo ng bilihin. Huwag dapat nating iboto yung mga senador na kumakampi doon sa paggawa ng krisis, kundi mga senador na susolusyon sa krisis, mga independent senators doon sa Senado.
Alright. Pero Kong Nery, kasi yung lipatan sa partido ng Pangulo, nangyayari naman po yun every presidential election. Wala namang exception yun, hindi po ba?
In fact, yun ang i-insist natin. Ang sabi nga sa akin ng kaibigan ko, Nery, bakit lahat na lang ng Pangulo may punaka? Sabi ko, lahat ba ng Pangulo 100% walang mali? Ay, hindi naman. May mga mali sila. So, dapat batikusin ng kung sino man yung mali nila because that is the function of a legislature. Hindi ka dapat lumilipat at lumuhod doon sa partido ng presidente at makokompromise mo na ang independence ng inyong pagiging legislature.
Salamat po, sir.
Salamat
salamat po.
Thank you, sir. Senator JV, would you like to respond to that? Kasi sinasabi niya, ang Senado hindi dapat sunod-sunuran sa Pangulo. Being an incumbent senator.
Although we support, we want the President to support because he was given the mandate. I support him because of his infrastructure development, because I believe that will bring real jobs and inclusive growth to our country. Pero nire-respeto niya kapag kami ay pumupuna. Sinabi nga niya, I have the balls. Si Senator G has the balls to criticize me. At mas gusto ko na napapakinggan siya kaysa doon sa yes ng yes na binobola lang ako.
Right. We have to take a break.
That's right. The CNN Philippines senatorial debate will be right back. We're heading into the final stretch. We'll be right back.
Stay with us.
Find your ideal hotel room on Trivago. Select from over 100 options with a few simple clicks. Trivago finds your ideal room and then compares more than 200 websites worldwide to save you time and money. Hotel Trivago.
Guys, sorry ang noob ko.
Ako rin. Guys, focus! Lusa sa team, win na sa team. Guys, now!
Win or lose, it's always sweet with friends at San Miguel flavored beer. May refreshing apple and lemon flavors with just the right beer buzz.
Guys, one more round?
Let's make it sweet.
San Miguel flavored beer. Make life sweet.
Number 1 is now up for bidding, and bidding starts at 400 pesos. Do I hear anybody with 450? 500. We have 500 from the gentleman on the right. Thank you very much. 550. Do we hear 600? Ooh, we have 1,000. Thank you so much. 1,500 from the lady in pink. Oh wow, we are jumping to 3,000. 3,000 pesos. Do I hear 3,500? Ooh, 5,000 pesos. 5,000 pesos from the gentleman in the middle. Here, 5,500. We have 5,000 going once, twice. Okay, Congressman Bro Huwaya, sa'yo ang bono.
This is the final stretch of the CNN Philippines senatorial debate ahead of the May 13 midterm elections.
We have 11 candidates here on stage and we are going to ask them
one final question.
Yes. Okay. And we hope na nakatulong lahat ng topics at sagot nila sa inyo, nakatulong to, give a little bit, shed more light into what they will do in case they make it to the 18th Congress.
So this question is going to be answered first by Erin Tanyada, then we're going to go down the line, alphabetical order na baliktad, no? So we will start with Erin Tanyada. The question is, and this will serve as the final statement, closing statement of our candidates tonight. The question is, what is the one most important thing you want to and will do for our country as a senator in the 18th Congress? Congressman Erin Tanyada.
Maraming salamat po. Alam po natin ang araw ng halalan ay isang araw kung saan pantay-pantay po ang mga mahihirap, mga mayayaman. Ang kailangan po natin hanapan ng solusyon ng ating bayan. Solusyon sa kahirapan. Ang kahirapan po ay makikita po natin sa ating mga magsasaka, mangingisda, manggagawa. Kailangan po natin taasin ang kanilang kinikita. Alam naman po natin ang mga magsasaka ang pinakamahirap na trabaho sa ating bansa. Sila na nga ang nagpapakain po sa atin. Pero sila rin po ang pinakamaliit na kinikita dito sa ating lipunan. Ganon din ang ating mga mangingisda. Kailangan hanapan po ng solution. Unang-una, sa coconut farmers, kailangan ipasa na po ang paggamit ng Coco Levy funds. Sa usapin po ng mga magsasaka sa palay, alam naman po natin bumabagsak po ang presyo ng palay. Kailangan tanggalin po ang rice tarification. Kung gagawin po natin yan, kikita po ang ating mga magsasaka, magaganda po ang kanilang kabuhayan. Erin Tanyada po, number 59 sa balota.
Thank you, Kong Erin Tanyada. Attorney Romy Macalintal, sir.
Mga kaibigan, mga kababayan, alam po naman ninyo na malapit na ang halalan. Narinig ninyo ang aming mga posisyon sa iba't iba mga issues. Siyempre naman ang aking plataforma para sa ating mga senior citizens, mga discount social pension na dapat matanggap nila. 30% na discount pagdating ninyo ng 70 years old, 40% na discount sa mga gamot pagdating ng 80 years old, at 50% na discount pagdating ninyo ng 90 years old pataas. Senatorial law, 100,000 every year, dapat itaas yan. Dapat 200,000 pesos every year, kayang-kaya yan. Sapagkat ilan lang ba naman ang darating ng 100 years old para may nag-aalaga kay lolo at kay lola ninyo. At tandaan ninyo, tatanda at lilipas din ako. Ngunit may mga batas akong gagawin para sa inyo doon sa Senado. Romy Macalintal, number 41 sa balota.
Salamat po, Attorney Romy Macalintal.
Up next, Pilo Hilbay.
Magandang gabi po sa inyo. Ang ating bayan ay maharap sa isang krisis ng konsensya. Ang mga magnanakaw, nakabalik na. Ang mga sinungaling, pumapayagpag. Ang halaga ng buhay ay bumagsak na po. Uso na po maging traidor sa ating bayan. Ako po, si Pilo Hilbay, isang ordinaryong mamamayan. Ang aking pangarap, good governance. As a senator, I will show everyone that good governance is not an impossible dream. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you, sir. Ma'am Samira Gutok, go ahead.
Ang biktima ng tokhang, ina, bata. Ang biktima ng train law, ina, bata. Ang biktima ng martial law, ina, bata. Because the conflicts, victims are women and families. Samira Gutok po ay tumitindig para sa mga taong walang boses, hindi makakarating sa Manila, walang mikropono. Kailangan tutukan ang mga kababaihan na binabastos, ang mga batang ginagawang orphans. No survivorship funds, ma'ams. You say no survivorship funds, hindi linagay. Tinokang pinatay, wala namang survivorship funds. Prevention of crime is the program. DILG is the programming. It's not the PNP's job to kill people. It is to protect the people, and that is the job of Samira Gutok.
Samira Gutok, thank you. And next, Senator J.V. Ejercito.
Ang isang likod bayan, ang batayan para tawagin na siya ay matagumpay ay kung maiangat niya ang antas ng buhay na kanya nasasakupan. Noong ako'y naging mayor na San Juan, we had the lowest poverty incidence at dyan po ako proud na naiangat natin ang antas ng buhay ng bawat Pilipino, ng bawat San Juaneño. Noong ako'y napunta sa Senado, ang agad na inatupag po natin kung paano guminhawa ang buhay ng bawat Pilipino. Naipasa po natin ang creation ng Department of Human Settlements para po sa babahay at ang Universal Healthcare Law para po sa kalusugan ng bawat Pilipino. Mga kababayan, ang tiwalang pinagkaloob sa akin ay lagi kong pinagkaingat-ingatan. Ang sabi ko kanina, ang pinakamahalaga para sa akin na papamana sa akin po mga anak ay ang maganda kong pangalan at kailanman hindi ko po yan sisirain. Kung kaya't ako'y nagsisikap para iangat ang antas ng buhay ng bawat Pilipino, kaya dapat ibalik ang good one sa Senado. Senator J.B. Ejercito po, number 20 sa balota. Mabuhay!
Salamat po, Senator J.V. Ejercito. Attorney Chel Diokno, sir.
Saan patungo ang ating bayan? Anong klaseng kinabukasan ay ibibigay natin sa ating mga kabataan, sa ating mga anak? Anong hinahanap ng mga katutubo? Anong hinahanap ng mga manggagawa, mga mangingisda, mga pangkaraniwang Pilipino? Totoo, naghahanap tayo ng pagkain at trabaho, pero kailangan din natin ng kalayaan at lalong-lalo na ng katarungan. Pero hindi pinag-uusapan ng mga politiko ang katarungan. Panahon na po ngayon na isulong natin ang tunay na katarungan. Hindi natin malulutas ang problema ng kriminalidad, ng korupsyon. Hindi natin maiaangat ang buhay ng Pilipino kung ganitong baluktot at ganitong kabulok ang sistema ng hustisya sa ating bayan. Kaya po, sana sama-sama natin ipaglaban ito, sama-sama tayo maging boses ng katarungan. Chel Diokno po, number 25 sa balota.
Salamat po, Attorney Chel Diokno. General Bato de la Rosa, sir.
Sabi ng mga kontrabida, bakit ninyo ibubuto si Bato? Marunong ba yan gumawa ng batas? Totoo po, wala pa ako nagawang batas. Zero pa. Kumpara mo ako kay Senator J.B. Ejercito, may nagawa na siya na 400 na batas. Si Bato, zero pa. Pero, hindi ko na po mabibilang kung ilang batas na ang naipapatupad ko sa loob ng 32 years kong paninilbihan bilang alagad ng batas. Kaya ito pong aking karanasan bilang isang pulis, magagamit ko po ito sa pagpanday ng magagandang batas patungo sa law and order, lalong-lalo na sa problema ng illegal na droga. Kaya kung kayo'y naghahanap ng 24 oras na serbisyo, 24 oras na proteksyon, 24 oras na pagmamahal, o kaya 24 karat na bato, pinakamakintab, hanapin sa balota, numero 24, De La Rosa Bato, sa Senado.
Salamat po, General Bato.
Thank you, sir. Up next, Nery Colmenares.
Nothing is going right in our country today. We are lurching from crisis to crisis. Krisis sa tubig, krisis sa kuryente, brownouts, mataas ang presyo ng bilihin, mababa ang sahod. So hindi lang po plataforma ang kailangan natin dito, kundi mga senador na nangangalampag. Ako po, in-expose ko ang China loan at kinalampag ko, kaya napilitan sila ngayong sabihin, sige nga, aralin na namin yung China loan. In-expose ko po yung Scarborough Shoal fisher folks natin, ngayon napilitan sila, sige nga, tingnan natin kung paano maproteksyonan ng ating mangingisda. Nilabanan ko po ang Manila Water, kaya ngayon may fine na ang Manila Water, sabi ng MWSS. Kailangan po natin ng senador na mapaglaban at ipaglaban kayo. Ako po, naging kakampi niyo sa laban doon sa Kongreso, maging kakampi niyo sa laban doon sa Senado. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Nery Colmenares. Sir, we're gonna go to Glenn Chong first.
Ang kapangyarihang mabago ang takbo ng ating buhay ay nakasalalay sa ating mga kamay. Kapag tama ang ating pagpili, makakaupo ang mga tamang lingkod bayan at ang biyaya ay dadaloy sa publiko. Kapag nagkamali tayo, lahat tayo sabay-sabay magdusa, pero may 3 taon tayo para bawiin ito. Pero kung ang ating halalan ay binibenta na parang isda o karne sa palengke ng sindikatong Comelec at Smartmatic, wala tayong kalaban-laban. Kaya po ang unang gagawin ko, mga kababayan, ay patalsikin ang Smartmatic, palitan ng panibagong election system upang ang kapangyarihan ay manatili sa kamay ng taong bayan at hindi muli nanakawin ng sindikatong ito. Sinasabi kong sindikato ito dahil noong 2014 inalok na po ako. Tumahimik ka, papanalunin ka namin. Pero pinili kong lumaban para sa bayan, para sa kinabukasan nating lahat. Glenn Chong po, 21 sa balota.
Salamat po, Kong Glenn Chong. Sayang, hindi po kandidato si Comelec Chairman Abbas, kaya hindi siya pwedeng mag-rebuttal. But we'll go on to Secretary Raffy Alunan, sir.
The question is, what will I do when I get to the Senate? I will uphold the national interest and I will fight for the interest of the Filipino people. Ito po ang aking pledge, itong aking commitment sapagkat nagawa ko na yan nung naglingkod ako sa bayan from 1989 to 1996. And after that, I did the same when I was in the Army Reserves as well as in the private sector, where I chose issues as well as programs that serve the Filipino people. Ito ang aking simbolo po, national unity, because we are Team Philippines. No matter how different we are in terms of outlook, we are still united as one people, by blood, under one God, one country, one flag, one Philippines. Never forget that. And when this election is over, we should all come together again as one people so that we can push our country forward and work for the interests of the country and the Filipino people who've been waiting for us to solve their problems. Thank you po.
Salamat po, Secretary Rafi Alunan. And finally, Congressman Gary Alejano.
Ako po ay tumatakbo pagka-senador dahil hindi ko po matanggap ang pagkompromiso ng ating gobyerno sa ating soberenya at territorial integrity. Ang lupa na ipinaglaban ng ating mga ninuno, ipinagbuhisan ng buhay, pawis at dugo, ay tila bang dahan-dahan sinasakop ng China. Kaya nga po, samahan niyo po akong isulong ang Department of Maritime and Oceanic Affairs at iba pang mga batas upang mapangalagaan ang ating karagatan, teritoryo at likas na yaman. Ipaglaban natin ang karapatan ng ating mangingisda at hindi dapat inaagawan tayo ng pagkain at trabaho dito mismo sa sarili nating bansa. Bantayan natin ang kasunduan na pinapasok ng ating gobyerno at sa gayon ay hindi tayo ilubog sa utang at hawakan tayo sa leeg. Makakaasa po kayo na sa lahat ng pagkakataon, ipaglalaban ko ang ating bansa at ipaglalaban ko karapatan ng sambanayang Pilipino. Ako po si Gary Alejano, sundalo na Pilipino, numero 5 sa balota. Dagang salamat.
Salamat po, Congressman Gary Alejano.
Thank you, sir.
You know, we've had a very exciting, sometimes heated debate that was a little bit, as the netizens said, end game na raw.
Avengers.
But it is time to end this debate, this 3-hour debate. It is time to say goodbye and to say thank you. So magpapasalamat muna tayo. Bago po tayo magpasalamat sa kandidato, magpapasalamat muna tayo, syempre, sa University of Santo Tomas. Thank you so much for hosting this debate today. Thank you din po sa COMELEC Chairman Abbas. Thank you for being here. Salamat po. And to the PPCRB Chair,
Maraming
Laila
salamat.
Villanueva. Thank you. And now we are going to thank
you to our 11 candidates for your time, your energy, your patience, your answers. Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
At salamat din sa mga taga-suporta nila lahat. Sandali lang
Wait,
po.
we're not yet done. Go ahead, Pia.
We are going to ask the candidates to join us up here. Let's begin with Congressman Gary Alejano. Sir, dito po kayo. Congressman Gary Alejano, Secretary Rafi Alunan, Congressman Glenn Chong, Congressman Nery Colmenares,
General Bato de la Rosa, Attorney Chel Diokno, Senator J.V. Ejercito, Samira Guto,
Pilo Hilbay, Attorney Romy Macalintal,
and last but not the least, Erin Tanyada. Candidates, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat.
Maraming salamat sa inyo, candidates. Pinky, maraming salamat sa iyo din.
And of course, good luck sa inyong lahat.
Good luck sa May 13. Maraming
Sa lahat
salamat
ng
po
nanood,
sa lahat ng
thank
tumalo
you.
dito ngayong gabi. This has been the CNN Philippines Senatorial Debate. Thank you and good night.
Good night.
RPN Jensen, Size 93 sa inyong mga radyo.